I'm just going to check this is going. And okay, should be going. Everything good. Diana, Jeannie, good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, that'd be great. Great, that'd be great, Jeannie. Yeah. So we can talk about anything you want today. A lot going on. I thought actually I was just I was drinking a soda water, which sometimes I do, because I like the fizzy, the CO2 in the fizzy drinks. So soda water is quite good, but I always only buy them in a glass bottle. I really don't do it that often either. But it got me thinking about fat metabolism. So I thought we might talk about some of the levers you can pull to help you with fat loss. Okay, because I've spoken about a lot of this stuff before, but if you it's I just wanted to talk about how CO2 is another lever you can pull to help increase your fat metabolism. So let's see who's in the chat. You got Jeannie. It's good to see you, mate. I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, it'd be good to see you. Better than yesterday from Kentucky. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, better than yesterday. That's a good handle. I like that. Yeah, just 1% better is enough. So that's good. Brenda Jones. Hello, good to see you. Okay, so I've been talking about CO2, a fair bit because I like. Obviously, I do a lot of. Hey Terry, good to see you, mate. Talking about breath work because we use breath work to control or to to pretty much control the saturation of CO2. Okay. Now building CO2 tolerance, okay, meaning meaning to get yourself comfortable with a higher CO2 level is. Hey Jeannie,
Right.
good to see you, mate.
You
How are
too.
you?
Yeah, good.
Good, excellent. So I'll come back to that thought. So
You
what have you
carry
been
on.
up? You're right. What have you been up to?
Oh, well, I'm frantically finalising my arrangements for Kalamazoo,
Oh, cool. Yep. Yep.
and the reason I'm going is because all these people who I love were going. And I thought, I wish I could go. I wish I could go. And then I had a dream. I was flying there, and I thought, well, that's going to be a sign.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
a few
Yeah.
$1,000s later. But
Well,
yeah,
money. I mean, money is a tool for experiences.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
You know,
Yep,
it's
exactly.
it's like stale water. If it sits in the bank all the time, it just gets stagnant. And you
Yeah,
end up
yeah,
losing value.
that's right.
So good to see you, Amanda. Excellent. Good to see you again. Everyone's joining in. It's nice. Diana, I just started drinking fizzy mineral water. Added to my other water. Yeah, very good. I heard something the other day. I forget who said it, but they were told that fizzy water was bad for them because of the CO2 levels. And it still blows my mind that people think that CO2 is a bad gas, is a toxic gas.
Mm.
Um, like even if you're talking about the environmental impact, which and I'm going to say it right now, if anyone doesn't like it, that's fine. But there is no such thing as a climate disaster or climate, man-made sort of climate change. It's just a natural progression of the world, and for the last they've been trying to use this stuff to scare us for the last 70, 80 years. In the 70s, in fact, it's the 70s is quite a good decade to have a look at actually, because Australia had its worst flooding and its worst fire season ever. There was over 110 million hectares of land that were burnt in 1974 in bushfires. Um,
I didn't know that.
by far, that's like three times the worst. The next three times the next worst amount of land that was burnt, in Australia's history, including the Melbourne fires, which most of these were all man-made fires too. They were all lit deliberately, okay, for different reasons, and a lot of these so-called activists and so on. But in that same decade, we also had a major cyclone in Darwin. We had major flooding in Brisbane, and at that time, the climate people were telling us we were in the were heading towards an ice age. They even made documentaries and had Leonard Nimoy hosting these documentaries saying that we're headed for an ice age. And the so-called climate scientists at the time actually proposed to melt both the ice caps from the North and South Pole to prevent the ice age. So I mean, this sort of stuff just keep regurgitating this
But
crap.
David, you have to trust the science.
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
wrong?
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're supposed to trust these people. But blaming CO2 as a so-called greenhouse gas. Now, this is where it really gets me too, because it's a wordplay, like, because it literally is a greenhouse gas. If you go to a greenhouse, they use CO2 pumps. They actually pump CO2 into the greenhouse for plants to grow, because it's like fertilizer to them. Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Almost
how we.
like it's nature.
That's right. It's a symbiotic. We have a very symbiotic relationship with trees and grass and animals. We all breathe out CO2 to feed the greenery, and in turn, they feed us. Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, even at the moment, we are in a CO2 drought. In fact, we're at one of the lowest points of CO2 in the atmosphere than ever before in history. So this whole thing is just absolute nonsense. And the fact that every living animal on the planet needs CO2 because it is the signaling molecule to actually deliver oxygen to your cells. It's a vasodilator, and it's so much more. Like there are so many processes in the body that require, I mean, every process in the body basically, because everything relies on carbon, your food, and then the oxygen, and the only way to deliver that oxygen in your cells to your body is with CO2. So everything that you do relies on it, and it's the same with every animal on the planet. So the whole thing is just such a farce. It really is.
Oh yeah, but you can. I mean, having people worked out by now, I know a lot have. Anytime they say that this is bad for you, or we're getting rid of this for your safety, you have to think the exact opposite.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, raw milk's another good example, isn't it?
Yeah.
We want to keep you safe, so you're no longer allowed to have raw milk, but diet, Coca-Cola and Pepsi and all these other soda drinks, they're fine.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, go guts. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah, it is.
But it's for your health.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean, you see pictures from the past too. They, at schools they used to spray children with DDT. And you see the people. What's funny is that you see these old photos, and they're spraying these children like with all this DDT and this cloud of DDT around them, but the people actually spraying them are wearing masks.
Yeah.
Seriously?
And I don't know. Like, you look up all this old stuff, you research, and a lot of people have cottoned on. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think some people just think, oh, that was way back then, it doesn't matter, sort of thing. They don't get that that's really important to analyze, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Because it just keeps continuing. They just keep coming up with the next thing, and it's usually like it's always a far off sort of problem that no one that they don't expect anyone to go and check. It's the same. The whole deal with the blue zones and um the 7 country study that Ansel Keys did. They don't expect anyone to go and check these things.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's right. That's right. And
yeah,
and sometimes and even I get this way. It's like you find out all this stuff, and then you you personally keep um, debunking
yeah,
what they're trying to push on us. And some people may have fatigue around that. Oh, you're telling me that this wasn't true, or this isn't right either.
yeah,
What can we believe? And it's like, well, don't shoot the messenger. I'm
yeah.
not doing this. I'm just relaying it to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't get
Yeah,
mad at me.
yeah, but they do that, don't they? Because I mean, like I've said this before, like people would defend the lie. They will defend the lie to their own death rather than
Yeah,
face the fact that they've been lied to. You know,
yeah. Whereas
it's just the way people
I'm the exact opposite. If somebody shows me a good reason to mistrust something, or I'll change my mind.
are. Yeah,
I'm up for that.
yeah. Well, it's a good sign of intelligence, to be able to change your mind when presented new
Yeah,
evidence.
yeah.
Um,
There's no shame. There's no shame in because they are such great liars, and
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just so much of it too. Like, there's so much. Like, it's everywhere. It's in the education. It's in
yeah,
these non-profits and these um, the the organization or the government organizations as well. Like, even like in America, you call it the FDA, and here we call it the TGA, and all these different bodies. Like the Diabetes Association, the Cancer Society, Cancer Council, and all these people.
yeah,
Um, they're all the same, and they think that, I mean, it's everywhere. It's
yeah.
really difficult for anyone to sort of navigate all this stuff. So I think the best thing to do is just don't trust anything, you know.
Well, I don't. I don't
Yeah,
trust
yeah,
anything anymore.
yeah.
That's the thing. Like, it's funny. Sorry to debunk your topic, by the way, but
You know,
even thinking about school, I would occasionally say, "Oh, we go to school 6 hours, and then we've got all this bloody homework." Like,
yeah,
but it because I was young, it never really
mm,
sunk in. But now it's like, yeah, they don't want kids to have a life. They want them head down, learning
yeah.
all
And
this
that's a lot of
useless.
brainwashing too. If you think about,
Yeah,
they say,
yeah,
6 hours of school plus homework, and
yeah,
depending on where you are. Like, when I was living in Japan, kids would go to you might go to cram school and things afterwards. So they have like
mm,
activities, then they have school, and then they have cram school afterwards to help them with their homework. So you're looking at like
yeah,
six to anywhere between 6 and 9 hours a day
yeah, yeah, yeah,
in education. That's a lot of propaganda, and I see that now too. Is like, I'm back at uni and I'm trying to navigate this new course, and it's exactly the same. The information
mm,
they give us, or they expect us to, and the assignments they give us, it's nothing
mm,
short of criminal. It
yeah,
really is
yeah.
absolutely criminal.
Oh,
So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know what kids in Australia get taught these days. I don't really know, but I can imagine it's getting worse and worse.
yeah.
Um,
Well, see, I mean, this is why you see kids like it's always uni age or high school or uni age
mm,
kids. That's why you see them out, because it's the so-called teachers that are they're not actually teachers. They're activists in these positions, and
mm,
they pretty much force these kids to go out and do these so-called activist activities and so on.
yeah,
Um, and they brainwash them. Just
yeah, yeah,
it's so criminal. It really is. It
yeah.
really is.
That's exactly what it is.
Mm.
I mean,
Um,
it's funny how since 2020, my eyes have been open to so much and realizing the oppression and control that has been put on us. Like you think about going to school, it's just what you do, etc. But when you really analyze it, oh man, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
they
that's right.
they just want us not doing anything else
Well,
except
they want you so busy that you don't have time to think about it.
yeah, or enjoy being a kid actually,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
that's right. Or just enjoy being, being alive and having,
Yeah,
enjoying
or
what's around you.
choosing what you want to learn. Even you have
Yeah,
to pick a
exactly.
subject
Yeah.
from all these. Oh, what do you call them? The curriculum.
Yep.
You know,
Mm.
if you like, for instance, there was geography and chemistry. I think I had a choice, and it's like, well, what if I don't want to study either?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Yeah,
I got
exactly.
have to pick
Yeah.
one.
I think that's been a problem with the education system in Australia. I think they changed that. I think it was back in the 60s or something. But like the education in America that you can have when you get to high school, for example, you can actually take a trade route or an academic route.
Oh yeah,
So, so I mean, it just comes down to choice again. You don't really get to study exactly what you want,
yeah,
but it's like that in Japan as well. You can take a trade route and you start a trade actually in high school, um, and or the academic route, and then go to university and so on afterwards. But here you have to go, you know, right through to year 12,
mm.
um, through academia, like academic avenue, before you can do anything. And
Mm.
yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just so much brainwashing. It really
Yeah,
is. You know. And
yeah,
like the talking points at uni at the moment, like it's all exact. Like you can go to the WHO website and it's all exactly the same. Like it's just
yeah,
word for word. It's just
yeah,
there's no real coursework that they've actually formed. They've simply compiled crap that they've got from the WHO and the
mhm,
UN. It's nuts.
yeah.
It really is. Um, anyway, we're talking about CO2. So
Mm.
I was thinking about it as a lever to lose weight, right? It's another lever because I mean, there's so many processes when you metabolize fat, when you metabolize anything, you are, there's a number of processes going on. And, there are so many ways that you can stimulate it. Like I've talked about cold therapy before because you stimulate the brown adipose tissue, but you also like cold will also brown white adipose tissue, okay, which is the like the visceral fat and everything that everyone's trying to get rid of, the fat around the belly or wherever you accumulate it and so on. But you can actually brown white adipose tissue and it eventually will it actually becomes beige, what they call it. So you got white adipose, then you got beige adipose tissue, and then you got brown adipose tissue. And you
Mm.
brown it, or you brown the white adipose tissue simply by being cold. Okay, um, and then eventually you develop new healthy mitochondria, and that has shown like it gets spread around the body and repairs tissue and so on, so on. But okay, CO2 as a lever to metabolize fat. Okay, without CO2, okay, to metabolize fat cell or to metabolize fat, you oxidize the fat cells. Okay, but that means that you cannot, unless you get oxygen to the fat cells, the fat's not going to oxidize at all. Okay, which means that you're going to store it. You're going to store the fat, and the same thing happens if you are low on CO2 with the hemoglobin. The hemoglobin will still pick up the oxygen, but it won't deliver it to the cell. It will actually hold on to the oxygen, which means that you will um, cause more ROS, which is reactive oxygen species. Okay, and you cause oxidative stress. This is called the Bohr effect, because Christian Bohr, who was the guy that actually came up with this theory back in 1904. Okay, so it's called the Bohr effect. So all of these things are going on at the same time as um, you know, our food makes a big difference, obviously, and pretty much everything that we do, the lifestyle that we have, it all contributes to this. And there are a number of things that can also block CO2 or block oxygen being delivered to the cells, obviously. But CO2 is another lever that you can pull. And by building up CO2 levels in your body, which is not dangerous at all, okay, like even the Navy studies in the US, the submariners, the people, the men who work at the sailors who work in submarines, they have tested safe working conditions in a submarine at 11,000 parts per million. Okay, which is, you know, infinitely more than what we are operating on outside. Like, you know, when it's CO2 levels outside is like 0.04% of the atmospheric gas. Okay.
Oh, true. Wow.
Yeah, it's minuscule. Okay, that's why like we're in a CO2 drought compared to the past. So it's absolutely minuscule at the moment. So you can safely operate at, you know, in a submarine in the U.S. Navy at 11,000 parts per million. Okay.
Wow.
So that's, I mean, it's, I don't know how many times more. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't see many fat submariners either. So
No.
the thing is, we need CO2, and the way, I mean, like I said, to oxidize more fat, building up CO2 tolerance is another lever that we can pull, and these are exercises that we can do to build up our CO2 tolerance and the increase the CO2 levels in our blood, and to be able to handle that. Prolonged breath holds, which I've spoken about before, but you know, they don't really have to be very long either. If you take in a deep breath or even a shallow breath to a comfortable level of holding air in your diaphragm, and just hold your breath for 10 to 15 seconds, and do that on a repetition of, say, 10 reps, say 10 breath holds. Now you can do this very easily while walking as well. It's called apnea walking, and there's a couple of videos I've done in the members area, I think, for apnea walking, where you hold your breath while you are walking and just time yourself. It doesn't sound, it's not as difficult as it sounds, and you can start with even 5 seconds at a time while you're walking. And then as you warm up, you'll find that it's much easier, and you get much more relaxed at holding your breath. Because a lot of it doesn't come down to the fact that when you hold your breath, a lot of it doesn't really come down to the fact that you are starving of air. What it comes down to is it's really training your nervous system to cope or to be relaxed while you are holding your breath, because most of it's mental. It really is. If you can bring yourself to do it often enough, just make yourself comfortable with holding your breath, you'd be surprised how long you can hold your breath for. For an example, the world record for a static breath hold, okay, in underwater in a swimming pool is 24.5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's incredible, you know. And
You're not wrong.
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you're going to be able to do this, you know, for a very long time. That when you first start, it's like I said, it's something that you build up to. The same with, you know, if you go to the gym, you start lifting weights, you start small and sort of work your way up. But to be able to hold your breath for, you know, that's almost half an hour, you know, that's incredible. You know?
I would have thought that was impossible.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, a long time ago, I would have thought the same. I would have thought, no, it's just. But I don't know. People keep surprising us. You know, they come up with these things. But 24.
So how long can you hold your breath now?
For a static hold, inhale hold, just over 7 minutes.
Wow. I would have thought that was impossible too, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's an inhale hold. So when you do that, I mean, if you do so like free diving holds where they sort of suck in as much air as they can, that sometimes will be actually more difficult. It's actually if you suck in as much air as you can, like to really fill yourself up, that can actually be more difficult to hold. So sometimes it's you just breathing enough to be comfortable and relaxed, and then that's going to actually give you a much longer hold. So, um, but if you can work on those, like it's just very, I mean, you can only need to do about 5 minutes a day, and it's really not very long, um, and that will build up the CO2 tolerance, and it will also help you to increase or be comfortable with the increased CO2 levels in your blood, and that will also help for metabolism of everything, but also help you to metabolize fat. Now, I've said this before as well, is that when you lose fat, 85% of it is you actually breathe out as CO2. Okay. But that doesn't mean that you increase your breathing to lose more fat. Okay. Because it has to go through the process. The CO when you breathe in, that CO2 needs to go through the whole metabolism of your body in order for it to actually metabolize the fat so that you can then breathe it out. If you're just puffing and puffing, you're actually not breathing, even though you're breathing out a lot of CO2, you're not actually breathing out fat. Okay. So you need it to be in your body for the processor to all work before you actually lose that fat. So it's really a good idea, even if you are exercising, to try and control your breath. And a good challenge for you to try if you are doing any kind of exercise, even just a steady walk or sprinting or lifting weights or anything like that. Try to only breathe in and out through your nose, because this will help you to utilize the CO2 in your body a lot more efficiently and give you a much better gas exchange. And it may be difficult to start with, but it will help you to metabolize fat a lot faster. Okay, so breathe less, stay calm. It also helps you because when you're breathing in and out through your nose more, it also helps your autonomic nervous system to stay calmer, even though you're exercising, and that in itself is also going to help you to um, train harder and train more efficiently. And after you finish exercising, if you continue to bring your nervous system down into that rest and digest mode, that's when you lose. That's when you actually metabolize more fat in that recovery mode. Okay, so it's very important to be doing.
It's hard when I was out walking the other day and there was a strong wind blowing and it was quite cold. And it's very hard to breathe through your nose when your nose is runny because of the wind,
Yeah,
It's like, oh my God.
yeah, because you don't want it to sort of run down your face either, and usually you
No,
want to,
exactly. Exactly.
yeah, and keep
And I
blowing
remember
your nose.
thinking, oh, bloody hell, David, I can't do this. I can't breathe through my nose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It can be. I mean, it can be difficult, especially like some of the breathing exercises that we do. Um, yeah, like okay, some of them you really have to breathe really fast and get even through your nose. Like this.
Mhm.
It's not something you want to do on camera or in a group of people because
No,
you
no,
see
no.
a little bit blowing up. So you want to make sure you clear your nose first.
Yeah.
So yeah. I always take a box of tissues and I make sure I blow everything out before I start doing those sort of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Hey Terry, hey Terry. The fuzzy water helps me drink more water. Yeah, That's good. And I think yeah, for me too, the fuzzy water is it helps to, I don't know, whenever I feel like I need some or want something sweet. If I have a soda water, actually the craving is gone. So
Mm. Yeah, I agree. I
that's
agree.
what I find anyway.
I love fizzy water.
Yeah,
Yeah, soda water.
I mean, I
Yeah, I
don't
like
drink it all the time, but I do like it
no.
every now and then. Yeah, fizzy. Or fizzy even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuzzy,
Yeah.
fuzzy.
Yeah, I don't want fuzzy water. It's fungus growing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to kidnap me. I may not make it back from the States.
Yeah, that'd be a great trip. Actually, I wouldn't mind doing that myself. Actually, so when is it?
I fly out this Sunday.
Oh, cool.
Mm. Mm.
Well, it's less than a week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And I'm going for a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon.
that'd be cool.
That'll test my fear of heights and everything. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Do they still do that? Is donkey rides down there as well? Like
I
they used to
don't
do.
know. I'm not sure actually. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure.
don't
I
know.
couldn't do that. There's no way. I could not do that. Mm-mm.
I think that'd be pretty scary actually.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that edge of those cliff faces on it, even though
yeah.
donkey. But I know everyone else is doing it, but that's kind of scary.
Did you see the episode of the Brady Bunch when they did that?
No.
Oh, okay. It
Mm.
was like no, no. But I don't know. If do it. I don't know.
Question: how do you feel about distilled water and reverse osmosis? Yeah, good. I mean, I don't go so far as distilling my water, but reverse osmosis is very good. But you need to remineralize your water, or just have, or just make sure that you salt your food well. Um, I I'm pretty lucky. Like at the moment, I live out in the countryside, so I only have tank water, which like or just rainwater collection. But that I still filter that, um, and reverse osmosis is a great way to filter or clean your water because especially like here in Australia, the tap water in Australia is absolutely toxic. You know, I think we have one of the worst waters in the world. Honestly, like there's all kinds of drugs and chemicals, and including like one of the highest levels of fluoride, which is a neurotoxin. Um, Even chemotherapy drugs, a lot of you know xenoestrogens and
Jeez.
birth control drugs, and all sorts of things in the tap water in Australia. Um, Now,
Hmm.
that doesn't mean that like reverse osmosis will get everything out, but it'll get most of it out. And but I like to when I even though my water is rainwater, I still clean it, I still filter it, but I have a good mineral salt. It's a salt that I have here. It's River Murray, sorry, Murray River um, salt flakes. They're actually red salt flakes, hand harvested. So there's no extra like gunpowder and stuff like that in there from dynamiting and so on. It's all hand harvested stuff. So if you have a good mineral salt like that and then remineralize your water, that's a good way to go. Yeah. Do you have what do you how do you treat your water, Jeannie?
Oh, I must admit, I don't filter it. I just
Oh, okay.
sometimes I'll buy soda water or bottled water,
Yeah.
but I do drink tap water. I'm
Okay.
a bit slack in that regard.
Fair enough.
It could explain why I'm a bit strange, but
Well, have a look
who
at
knows?
90,
I figure like
91% of the population.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you all feel about adding creatine? Um, I mean, that's I mean, I've used creatine in the past, but honestly, I don't notice any difference without it, and um, it's never. I know that's like okay, creatine is great for muscle building and also great for the brain and all this sort of stuff. And yes, it is. Creatine itself from meat, okay, is great for all of those processes. Um, but it's never actually been proven like supplementing because a lot of the supplements that you buy, especially, um, they have all kinds of other crap sort of mixed in with it as well. All right.
Mm.
So it's again, it's man-made, highly processed version of creatine. So what are you really benefiting from? And then you also have to really trust that what's in, what they say is in that creatine powder is actually what they is actually in it as well.
Mm.
So I don't do that stuff anymore. I just eat more meat. And the other thing is too is that when you eat meat or any other, like a natural source, it comes in a certain balance that our body is absorbing naturally. Like, it doesn't really interfere with everything else. When you supplement one thing, you sort of throw that balance out, you know. So that those are pretty much my thoughts. I don't think it's never, and again, it's never been proven that the man-made version of creatine actually does anything. Okay,
Mm.
the supplement itself. And the only people that do these studies are the companies that actually make these supplements. So,
Mm.
do you trust what they say? You know,
Nope.
don't tell Jeannie. Yeah. Yeah, so you say that, baby girl. It's good to see you, Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah. How's the village going? Um, I just got my 10,000 steps
You've
in
been
mowing grass.
good
Cool.
on you.
Very good. Good on you. Yeah, good exercise running a homestead, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Aaron. 1,000%. Yep. Yeah. Let me see. Um, it's really amazing we're still here.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It really is. Actually, you consider the crap that's going on. But yeah, I think society as a whole is all sick of most of the BS. But have become complacent to do anything about it. Yeah, except to bitch about it like we all do. Yeah, pretty much, isn't it? Um, yeah, there was. I think it was like about was it Belgium? I think it might have been Belgium, but don't quote me on this because I could be wrong. My memory is not 100%. But it's like 200 years ago, and they caught their mayor, one of their mayors or something, was really corrupt and was oppressing the people. So the villagers all they lynched him and they all ate him. They ate him. They literally ate him.
No,
So they
seriously.
oh
Well,
yeah. So,
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not eating Albanese. I'm sorry. I'm just
no,
not.
no, no. I mean, I wouldn't mind roasting him, but no, I'm not going
Yeah,
to eat
yeah.
him.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think the whole damn lot of them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I mean, it's so widespread now. It's
Oh
so
yeah.
widespread.
Mm.
I mean, who are we going to? We don't have the power to stop them. You know,
Well,
all
yeah.
we
I
can
think
do is like, don't.
the hardest thing to do is to coordinate people to get together to work together to do these sort of things. Um, so I mean, there's no one you can really complain to in Australia, for example. Like all the judges, all the police, all the they all work for the same people. So
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, as far as food goes, like your own health, right?
yeah,
Don't eat McDonald's.
yeah,
Just don't.
yeah.
We can control that sort of thing, or
Mm.
don't get jibby jabs. You know, those sort of things we can control, but most of it, like,
Yeah,
what can
that's
you
right.
what can
Everything else is,
you
yeah,
do?
there's really not much else you can do. Like I've always said, like the best way to fight back is to stay healthy. And
Yeah.
like if you wanna fight the big food industry, don't buy their crap. Don't
Mhm.
keep
Mhm.
funding them.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only way to stop them. So
Mhm.
yeah, there's no quick loopholes for any quick action, and yeah, to anything we want changed. Yeah, that's true. Mm. Hey, Josephine, good to see you. Always
Hey.
good to see you, Josephine. Mm.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, so afraid for our grandbabies in this world. Well, you know, I don't know. This they say this is the period of the Great Awakening. So you may be, yeah, your grandchildren may be quite lucky, and they might see a rebirth of the world soon. So we'll just hope for the best. Really, that's all we can do. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. You know. It's a terrible time to be a kid. It is. It's a terrible time to be. I think from toddler up to adult. I think for the amount of BS that's going on in schools, and is some of it's just outright, just straight up evil. So yeah, it's a terrible time to be a kid these days. Yeah, born into control culture. Yeah, yeah. They'll never know what the independent thinking is like. Yeah, well, we'll hope the future they will. Hey, Rick, how you doing, man? The gatekeepers, prevent progress. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, they like to keep us in our place, don't they? Yeah.
Oh,
So it's all about control, and they just like to have control. And any way that and the people innovate. It's the people that create the economy. It's the people that innovate, create, and um, manufacture, and so on. But the powers that be, like to oppress that and like to destroy that every chance they get, so that they can maintain their control.
yep.
So yeah, we could faux trades in '80s as well. Yeah, but not now. Yeah, yeah. You could go trades in the '80s. Yeah, yeah. Now it's completely different. It's just shocking. Yeah. He's got the thumbs up. Don't forget that, Josephine. Thank you. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate that. Um, gosh, would have guessed five. Um, didn't Houdini drown? No, Houdini didn't drown. Actually, everyone said that's one of the another one of those myths out there. Like Houdini drowned in his own escape thing. What actually happened with Houdini? He used to do tours around America. He was actually debunking psychics because after his mother died, and he wanted to speak with her spirit, and he went to these psychics himself, and then he found it was all just complete hoax sort of thing. And so he went around and doing these tours sort of thing, debunking this stuff. And at the same time, he used to do this trick that he would solidify his abdominals, his abs, and he would let people punch him in the stomach. And when you've solidified your abs, you can take a hit quite well. And he used to do that very, very often. But a young guy who took offense to the fact that he was debunking these psychics, punched him in the belly really hard, but Houdini was unaware at the time, and actually ruptured. I think it ruptured his spleen or something, and he had some internal bleeding. It took a few days for him to actually die, but he died in hospital. Yeah, so that's actually how he died. Not he didn't actually drown. So, but that's one of those that sort of.
I don't think you remember the Tony Curtis movie where he played Houdini.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't think they showed that.
No, they didn't. That movie they showed him drowned. Yeah. But that's Hollywood for you. It's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They revive people that have gone without oxygen more often than we realize. Oh yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Some with brain damage, though. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, they do get brain damage because without oxygen, the brain cells do die very, very rapidly. but yeah, that's happened quite often actually. I think there was a story uh, of a young child that was frozen in a forest. It's like this is years back, so don't quote me on this but they I think they revived him. It must have been the baby had died for several minutes in the cold, and they put him in a little bag and sort of heated it up. So obviously the warmth obviously helped, but he hadn't been breathing for several minutes, and they brought him back. So I mean, these things happen. They do happen. Mm. Yeah, free divers do go a long time. Um, Actually, the world record at the moment is like 126 meters deep. I think it is
Wow.
127 meters deep. Yeah, yeah. So it's really cool. I'm doing my first open water dive next month, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll be happy if I can get to 50 meters.
Yeah.
I can do 100 meters underwater in a pool. That's not too bad. But going deep means that like if you go, I mean, you gotta go both ways. So if you go to like 130 meters deep, you got to go 130 meters to get back up to the top too. It says,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
long that's
that's
a
right.
long way underwater without breathing, without
Mhm.
any oxygen. So
I would panic. I couldn't do it. I have no
yeah,
desire
well,
to do it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I couldn't.
That's the hardest part about it too. You
Mm.
do get a lot of anxiety. I still do. I still get a lot of anxiety about being underwater, not breathing as well.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but that's all part of building your CO2 tolerance and getting comfortable with holding your breath.
Mm.
It's training your nervous system.
Yeah.
That's why it's phenomenal. Like that guy that broke the world record, 24 and a half minutes underwater.
Mm.
That's
Yeah, that's
it's
yeah.
absolutely phenomenal. Mm,
It
yeah,
is.
yeah. Apparently not. Yeah, died Halloween night. Appendicitis. Someone died. Apparently not, Terry. Died Halloween night, apparent appendicitis. Okay, there you go.
I'm not sure.
Talking about Houdini, maybe. Yeah, that could
No,
be.
right.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think it was because of the punch that he took to the gut. But yeah,
Why would you do that anyway? Like, don't know.
yeah, people do stupid things.
Yeah,
Seriously,
yeah. Like, yeah. Oh,
serious.
dear.
Yeah. Um, I've got a lot of breathing work to do. Yeah. Well, it's like George was saying the other, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So don't be
Yeah.
too hard on yourself. Just take it easy. 1926, he died. Yep.
Mm.
The pearl divers, yeah, the pearl divers stay under a long time. Yeah. Also, the mermaids in certain aquariums, theme parks. Yeah, exactly, Terry. Actually, there's a there's a TV show in Japan. My that we used to watch a lot. It's called Potentoi Kenya, and it they pretty much they Google Map these really remote places, and they go out and see see who lives in these really remote places of Japan. And one time they went out and they found this shed, like it was on a very remote beach down near Okinawa, and they found these pearl divers. Oh, sorry, not pearl divers. They like oyster. What do they call it? Okay, yeah, urchin divers. Yeah, sea urchin.
Right.
They're getting sea
Yeah.
urchin, right? And this was really remarkable. What the people these divers, they were all women, okay, and the youngest was in her late 80s.
Wow. You
Yeah,
kidding?
the oldest one was 96 years old. There was uh, seven or eight of them, and they all ranged between 87 and 96, all of them. And they're
Wow.
all out. They spend hours and hours and hours out diving for sea urchins every day. It was absolutely
Mm.
phenomenal.
Mm.
Absolutely phenomenal. They were amazing. very strong,
Yeah.
very fit,
Wow.
and big meat eaters, a lot of seafood, especially. But yeah,
I was going to
yeah.
say it must be all those spinach smoothies, but no,
No, no, no, no,
probably
no.
not.
No, Japanese don't be doing that stuff. Right?
Yeah,
They eat a lot of meat. Yeah,
yeah,
despite what that blue zone garbage tells you.
yeah,
But
yep.
yeah, yeah, they were amazing. Yeah, a lot of the people in this show were all very old, but to be doing it at that age, to be out,
Mm,
diving, spending hours and hours a day diving for sea urchins and things like that,
mm,
they were incredible. And again, they spent a long time underwater. You know,
yep.
yeah,
Amazing. Mm.
yeah. What causes a person to become a mouth breather? I wonder. Hmm. Other than when we have a cold or stuffy nose, it's really just a habitual thing. It's because no one really thinks about this stuff. If you're growing up in the West, especially, like no one really teaches you how to breathe properly. Um, you see, if you ever watch a child sleep, you ever watch a kid sleep, they just relax their jaw, and then when they're sleeping, and they just naturally become mouth breathers. And then if you're sleeping 7 or 8 hours, mouth breathing, it's very easy to develop that habit, you know.
Mm.
Um, not let alone what it does to your nervous system and creates anxiety and and then later depression and stuff like that. When you wake up, you're automatically sort of highly strung. But I think it's more of just a habit thing, especially when, if you develop these habits when you're younger, it's very difficult to break them as you get older as well. um, but because of that, you see some people with elongated jaws and elongated sort of faces because they are mouth breathing a lot when they were kids, through their developing years. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Um, it would be it'd be fun, Jeannie. Yes, they do still burrow rides over
Oh,
there. Oh, cool.
okay. Yeah, big pass.
Yeah,
Big
it
pass.
seems a bit. Yeah, that seems a bit. A little bit scary for me. Like just
Oh, yeah.
those narrow little passageways to
Yeah,
on
exactly.
the back of a
Exactly.
donkey.
I don't know how the mules don't get freaked out, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Um, I have a little filter under my sink. It filters my cold water. Yeah, so basically I drink tap water too. Yeah, our water is pretty good where I am. Oh, that's good. Yeah, but sometimes it gets the chlorine smell occasionally. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it's not something you really want to keep drinking, though, is it? Chlorine. But I mean, um, how much of an effect does? I mean, how much water do you drink? I mean, I think a lot of people today drink far too much water. Um, like the whole lie about drink 8 glasses a day sort of thing is just ridiculous. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a made up number. But of course, you are more thirsty. You do drink more water if you eat carbohydrates, um, because I think largely because carbohydrates produce a lot less metabolic water than fat does. So they are constantly thirsty.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, and again, 8 glasses of water a day is ridiculous.
Mhm. And people can't go out for a few hours without a water bottle.
Yeah,
They've constantly got to
mm,
have a water bottle with them. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's right. Mm. Oh, there it is, aren't they? Hey, Cynthia, it's good to see you.
Yes,
How
yeah.
are you all? Mhm. Who's the lady joining David? It's Jeannie. You don't know Jeannie? Hey,
Oh, running tap. Yeah, Cynthia. You know
yeah.
me. Come on.
Actually, my nickname comes from my brother saying it is Sim. Sim. Simply Sin. Okay. Simply Sinful. Okay, I've got you now. Simply Sinful. That I was born. So sin isn't too far off. My name is actually Cynthia. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Actually, I guess my name isn't showing on the screen, so
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, hang on. So I'll see for then. Oh, because the comments
Not
are
that it
up.
matters, but yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there
Jeannie.
you go.
There we go. Okay. Am I the only one who unconsciously starts doing breath work whenever I catch a live David? Yeah. Well, it's good that you are conscious about your breath work. Okay. Conscious about your breathing. Okay. It's important.
Mm.
Yes, Houdini. I googled it. So we'll go with what you said. This. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I definitely didn't know anything about his death. Oh, well, there you go. Well, that goes to show you how important lung capacity is, yeah, to live that long. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Um, yeah, I wrote I wrote an article about this, how breath work will actually help with longevity. Now I don't really go into promoting longevity so much, because everyone dies basically, and uh, no one's going to live forever, despite what useful idiot vegans think. Um, but while you are here, you want to be as healthy as possible, right? So like health longevity rather than just life longevity, but breathwork goes a long way, and that's a really good example. I mean, obviously they're doing a lot of other things. These women diving off the coast of Japan, they're out in the sun, they're in salt water, they're they're doing a great lifestyle as well, and they also eat a lot of meat. Um, that was pretty much all they ate while they were interviewing these ladies. Um, but their breath work and their breathing techniques were absolutely fantastic as well. So yeah, it all works together. Like I said, it's not, you don't just tune one cog in the clock. There's a whole multitude of things that we can do um, that all work together. And that's what it's all about, really.
Mm.
Seems in. Yeah. Uh, unconsciously started holding my breath. Yeah. Uh, okay. It's way too narrow to ride a burro and trust the animal, not to freak.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
I agree. I think, yeah. Like I said, it's great to have experiences in life, and it would be great. But I think that's pretty scary. I think you'd have to
And
really
I
drive
don't,
that donkey.
I don't like animals being used for that sort of stuff either.
Yeah.
Like no, just no. you know.
Well, what else? What other kind of life would they have though? Too, I guess. I
But
suppose they'd be well
I
looked
don't
after
know.
though. They'd be well looked after though.
Yeah, I guess. But
Jeannie is a future missing
it
person
doesn't
from New
from
South
someone
Wales.
else. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
it's yeah, obviously I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. Like I'm going by myself, and it's like
yeah,
this
that's
huge
that's
adventure.
that's a
So
bit nerve wracking. Yeah, going by yourself, traveling
yeah,
alone is
yeah,
a little bit scary at times. So
but
um,
still, I'll be all right.
yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll meet a lot of friends from online while you're there, and
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
you'll have a good time. So yeah, it'll be worth it. Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah. As you're calling me Sin isn't so bad. David accidentally called me. Yes. Yeah, I did. That's right. Come here once. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to answer that one either, mate. Yeah, I mean, we all make mistakes. Yeah. Oh, well, it happens. It happens.
Yes.
You know, you're making me way too easy for Frank. If you keep talking about your plans with G, okay.
Frank is he's a young fella from the Netherlands who comes onto Barb's channel now,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
he's a criminal profiler. He's
Oh, okay.
he's quite interesting. Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds
he's only
interesting.
about 30, but he
Yeah.
seems to love hanging out with all us old chicks. It's really funny. It's
All right. Fair
hilarious.
enough.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, the nervous stress will get you through it all. When we use our stress in a positive way, it's a tool. Yeah, it's a good way to look at it, Terry. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's an interesting profession, isn't it? Like criminal
yeah,
profiler.
yeah,
I wonder what
he's
he thinks about
yeah.
politicians.
I don't know if he's really commented. Um,
Yeah,
Barb doesn't really like that, that kind of talk because it
yeah.
creates whatever. But
Fair enough.
I
Whatever.
haven't heard his opinion, but I would
Frank has a grandma
assume,
syndrome.
I would assume his grandma syndrome. Yes, I would assume he wouldn't like. I mean, who does? Who likes the p words? Like, come on.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, David, would you say that living in a colder climate like where I am, for instance, I mean, summer can get quite warm, but it would be more healthy because it's colder than
Yeah.
a humid place?
Well, there's a okay, so at a molecular level, you're talking about mitochondria or just general health, like colder climates are quite healthy,
Mm.
generally, like generally speaking, more people actually die from the cold than they do from heat. Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
But we're talking about, that's chronic cold, like when you just can't escape it, and there's like if you're trapped outside with no clothes, sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But even in those situations, like people like Wim Hof, for example, have proven that, and monks like Tibetan monks, tumor breathing, I mean, like Tibet is like an incredibly high altitude for one,
Mm.
and incredibly cold climate. But the
Yep.
monks there use tumor breathing to develop internal heat. Because they heat themselves by doing breath work. Okay, and if you've
Mm.
ever tried tumor breathe, like even in like last year, I was in when I was in New Zealand at Bart's place. I First thing in the morning, it's -5, -6 degrees, and I was
Mm.
out there doing breath work, and I'd come back in sweating. Okay, so
Wow. Okay.
it really does build the heat.
Yeah.
So, but the cold itself, like I've said, like it browns white adipose tissue. It creates the brown adipose tissue creates new mitochondria, health, for your health and so on. There's many other things that also stimulates your lymphatic system, also trains your autonomic nervous system and so on as well. So you have it also, believe it or not, in the cold, if you only breathe in and out through your nose, it is also going to be not only warmer for your body, but because if you blow off too much CO2, you're also blowing off a lot of that heat as well. So
Mm.
if you're breathing through your mouth, so it also helps to train yourself to breathe only through the nose.
Mhm.
Because also, if you're breathing through the mouth, you're getting too much air that is too cold for your body to actually cope, and that's what actually makes you colder as well. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
So yeah, I mean, there's a number of reasons why living in a cold climate is very healthy. Like the Inuit people and river people of the Arctic, they were all extremely healthy before.
Yeah.
Um, there was a study done in 25 and in 23, I think it is, where the mitochondria were shown to actually move through the body, through the lymphatic system and the blood system, and actually repair organ tissue. And they actually showed repair done to muscle tissue of the heart, which is really incredible. So like you can get organ
Oh,
repair, from cold therapy.
wow.
But when it comes to warmer climates, there's another aspect of health is deuterium. Deuterium is um, uh, like a heavy molecule that is more difficult for the mitochondria to process than, like, you have a carbon molecule, and then you have like a deuterium will have an extra molecule attached to it, so it's a heavier molecule, and that can actually clog up your mitochondria. And foods that are high in deuterium, okay, water for one, especially tap water, okay, is very high in deuterium. But carbohydrates, fruit and vegetables, and um, starchy carbs, especially, it's all very high in deuterium. Okay, and that in itself will clog up the mitochondria, which means that it's actually clogs up your Krebs cycle, and can't process the CO2 and the carbon and everything, and that causes oxidative stress later on. But when you detox, when you sweat, you actually sweat out a lot of deuterium as well. We actually do need deuterium, as like a very small amount, because deuterium actually is the thing that helps our bones solidify. So it actually helps with the solidity of our bones.
Oh, okay.
Because most of our bone tissue is actually made up of collagen, but we need that deuterium for the actual for the bones to develop any kind of rigidity. All right, so we to get that rigidity part. But too much will cause a problem. But different climates will make you um, will will make it possible for you to get away with, or not get away with, the amount of deuterium that's in your diet. So if you live like south of the equator, if you live in a tropical area, through summer in Australia, for example, it's really hot, and you sweat a lot, then you could probably get away with more deuterium. And because you actually need some deuterium, like if you're on a low deuterium diet, like the carnivore diet is very low in deuterium, and you live in a tropical climate, you may find that because of the high UV um, saturation on your skin will cause you to crave more foods that are sweet, like fruit, okay, because they're high in deuterium. So that's another reason why you might get like sweet cravings and things like that if you're too low in deuterium. And the same thing can happen though if you are in if you have too much cold, because when you are cold, you also develop like a UV uh, spectrum from your mitochondria. That causes, which is a natural process. It's a good thing because you also stimulate D3 production. Okay, so this is really good. But you may find that if you getting too much cold therapy, or too much cold weather or whatever, cold exposure, that you may find that you start to crave something sweet. Okay, because you're low in deuterium. So these are all
Okay.
possibilities.
I thought it was bad, just bad, but obviously we need some of it.
Yeah, we
Okay.
need. Yeah, like there's
Good
never
amount.
there's never really anything that's just. I mean, there are man-made stuff that are just straight up bad. But yeah, things like that, deuterium. I mean, like there's still deuterium in meat. There's still deuterium in carnivore diet, but it's very low in deuterium.
Yeah.
In fat and stuff like that too, because
Yeah.
we need that. We do need that, some of it, just not the amount that we get from ultra processed foods and fruits and vegetables and everything else like that. Especially I mean, seed oils and seed
Yeah.
oils are especially high. Seed oils are extremely high in deuterium. Okay, especially after their processing and so on. So yeah, it was pretty funny last night. Was that maybe talking about
Yeah.
bar?
Yeah.
seems like having somewhere that actually has the four seasons is a healthy thing. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Mhm.
a little heat, yeah, a little cold, and a little this just right. Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, we don't really sort of get that in Australia much. Depending on which part of Australia you go to, of course, because I mean, you go down south, it gets quite cold, and
Yeah.
um, yeah. So, but yeah, I used to love it. I really enjoy it. You do get. I mean, there's yeah, some people suffer from seasonal depression as well, like
Mhm.
winter depression when they get cold, and it's that can be quite a thing for some people. Um,
Yep.
but
It's dark early and
yeah,
etc.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's why it's one of the things I really loved about being in Japan actually, because the seasons change so dramatically. Um, you see that the autumn colors that they really Japan, the Japanese, they really celebrate each season.
Mhm.
They actually have ceremony or festivals for each season, and
Mhm.
they love to go, watch the color, the changing of the leaves in
Mhm.
autumn, and in spring they have the cherry blossom festivals, and then in
Yeah.
summer you have these big fireworks festivals, and even winter they have these wonderful ceremonies and things that they go to the shrine and pray for the new year and things like that as well.
That's
It's really
cool.
cool. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It's really cool, but it's really pretty as well because it's beautiful because it's always like every season shows something. There's something new to look at. Like
Yeah.
the colors change in autumn, and they're really bright, vibrant colors like
Yeah.
orange and red, and like the
Yeah.
Japanese maple tree is really beautiful,
Yeah.
really bright red.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that autumn look because we
yeah,
get it here too for a few weeks. It's quite short when
yeah.
all the trees are all those beautiful colours.
Yeah, yeah. If you go down south in Australia, yeah, it's a bit more
Yeah.
colourful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Rick is right. Yeah, yeah. Here in Florida would be unlivable without air
No,
conditioning.
I couldn't. I don't know how. I don't know
Yeah,
how he does it. I could not live there. No way. No way.
yeah. It's kind of like Cairns weather, isn't it? It's very
Yeah.
tropical, very humid.
I
And
lasted 2 years in Cairns, and I thought, no, I can't do this anymore.
yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I got to admit, like in summer, I love the air conditioning, especially at night when I'm
Yeah.
sleeping. Mm,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And it
yeah,
makes high humidity makes me crabby. I just yeah,
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 can't do it. Yeah.
for sure. Annabella's in the house. Hello.
Hey,
Good to see you,
Annabella.
mate. Hmm. Good to see you, Annabella. Always good to see you. Question: do you
Yeah.
have a certain brand kind of mineral salt? Yeah, the Murray River. It's an Australian hand harvested salt. Um, it's pink salt, so it's full of minerals. And like I said, it's hand harvested and it's in flakes, so it's less processing. It's not being ground up into grains. So yeah, it's called Murray River red salt. So yeah, that's the one that I use most. So, mm. Hello, 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 hello. Um, I'm eating more fruit, therefore I'm eating healthy. But I'm eating more fruit if I'm healthy. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, it's one of the things they tell us, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah. It seems like people that live in the cold climate places like Norway and Greenland and such are all very beautiful people. Well, yeah, and they don't have the obesity problems, or they don't have the like per capita the illness level is much lower. People in like in Norway and Greenland and things like that. And even even though they are all in cold climate, they all still do cold plunge. You see them,
Yeah, that freaks me out.
yeah,
Like I
you
watch
see them
these
jumping in
videos.
the ice all the time. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I watch these videos of in Siberia, I think,
yeah,
where it gets to like minus 70 degrees Celsius.
yeah,
And these people are jumping in As you say, these ice pools, it's like, oh my God. What?
Yeah, open water, just cut a hole in the ice and
Yeah.
jump in.
And they can't go outside without putting on like 20 layers of clothes. Oh man, no.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. It's
Incredible.
fairly extreme. What makes me wonder that, like, now obviously that they got cities there and all this, but like originally, who would go to a place like that where it's minus 70 degrees and say, "Yep, this looks like a place I want to live," and start building a city there?
I know. I mean, most of their day seems to be preoccupied with just keeping warm.
Just keeping warm, and they can't even with like really thick fur coats and faces covered, they can't stay outside for more than a few minutes, otherwise
No.
they freeze.
Yeah. This guy was getting frostbite on his nose just for being out there for a little while.
And that's in the city.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. I have no idea.
That would be, that would be a real struggle. That would be a real struggle.
Mm.
Yeah. And they spend like their life savings just on clothes to stay warm.
Yeah, that's right. As you said, that's their main preoccupation is staying warm.
Yeah, it's mad. It's absolutely mad. But it's great. It's crazy what they do there. But they still do their culture, and it's like in Norway and Greenland. They also very big in the heat. Though they do go to hot springs. They also do saunas. So you'll find that what they usually do is they'll do a sauna before they go out into the ice. So they'll do a sauna for a little while, and they'll walk outside and just sit in the cold. Yeah, that contrast is quite important too. So, Rick, how you doing, man?
I've been in a sauna. It's called Miami.
I was just saying, you probably heard me. I don't know how you live there. I could not do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been struggling to fix the Bobcat. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Every bolt breaks off. Everything's rusty. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That rust settling in again.
I'm trying to change the exhaust pipe. 3 of the bolts broke. Got to take off the exhaust manifold. Those bolts broke. Just doesn't stop.
I hate that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then getting them out, getting what's left of the bolt out of the block. That's horrible.
You need an escape plan, Rick. You really do.
I don't know. I'm losing it. Well, I got to try to find a gasket set somewhere, and I guess tomorrow I'll get the welder out and extract the bolts.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's hot work too, like using a welder in hot, humid weather like that.
Yeah.
It's been over 90 degrees here for 3 months every single day, and finally it started to rain, and now it's still hot.
Yeah. It's like here, like when it's Queensland, where you think the rain's going to break the heat, but it just gets hotter.
More humid.
It just gets more humid. Yeah. It's crazy.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah.
We get about 3 months of good weather, maybe 2 weeks of really good weather every year. 9 months of misery.
Yeah.
I tell everyone, if the power grid ever goes out here, everybody will leave.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah. All the air conditioning goes down, there'd be no reason for them to stay, would there?
It's an emergency. I know people, when the power goes out after a hurricane, they leave town. They go to a hotel somewhere else.
Yeah.
Most people can't live here without air conditioning and power.
Yeah. Well, that happens here too, especially with the older generation, the older people up north in Cairns. People die from the heat all the time. Every year there's a statistic they have kind of come out with so many people because they didn't have the air conditioning on and they just overheated.
I could deal with it during the day. It's just I can't sleep at night when it's that hot.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah.
But I ride my bike everywhere. I don't drink any water, and I manage somehow.
Well, that's a good point, isn't it? Like you don't carry water around with you while you're doing that, even though it's really hot and humid. There's no need to, is there?
Yeah, I was just saying before, Rick, that people can't go out for a few hours without carrying water with them, and in much cooler temperatures than you face. So
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
really become one of those, as David was saying, one of those myths that, you got to drink a glass of water every hour or whatever.
You have to stay
Well,
hydrated.
last Friday, I rode for a total of 2 hours plus the time that I did an estimate, and I didn't drink any water, and it was 96 degrees.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I do it.
Well, high fat diet helps. You make a lot of metabolic water. So, do you find you sweat a lot though?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It's very hot.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard not to sweat, isn't
Can't get away with that.
it? Yeah. But I'm with you with the air conditioning, especially at night. Like in summer, if I don't have the air conditioning going, like I'll wake up in a pool of sweat. Like my mattress would be wet.
Yeah, very
I
unpleasant.
hate that. It's so uncomfortable.
Mm.
And you barely sleep.
Yeah.
Can't sleep at all like that.
Yeah.
I have to start the generator.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky. I mean, it's good that you have a generator to keep that sort of thing going too. Because most people aren't prepared like that.
I have several. I have a small portable one for the quick power outages. I have a medium-sized generator, and then they have the wood power generator for long-term electricity.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry, I was just catching up with Annabella's comment here. I have friends saying that I'm eating fruit. How can I be pre-diabetic?
Yeah, people have just got no idea.
No idea.
Don't understand.
Fructose is natural. Fructose is healthy.
Yeah.
Yes. Arsenic's bloody health. Arsenic's natural too.
Yeah,
eat
that's right.
as much of that as you want. See
So
how healthy you
ricin,
feel.
ricin is natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Every toxin known to man is pretty much natural. It's just extracted from plants. So seriously. But yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? We just so so ignorant to food, really. I would love to go to Norway. Yeah, I would like to do that too. Actually, I'd love to go to all parts. There's a lot of parts of Europe actually I'd love to see. Yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't go there at the moment. But yeah, you're such a brain. Thank you, Annabelle. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's not accurate, but thanks anyway.
You are. Don't be humble. Don't be so humble.
If you said it was see through, I'm sure that there's a lot of electricity going on in there. Oh, thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. Yeah. If we're a carnivore, then how do we get more deuterium? Well, if you're a carnivore, you want to get more deuterium. Eat something sweet like fruit, honey, and so on. All that sort of stuff's very, very high in deuterium. But if you can try and avoid that, I mean, like I said, we do need a certain amount of deuterium because that provides that makes the rigidity in our bones and so on. But I suppose the only other way would be to eat more meat if you are finding that you are low in deuterium. Because there is deuterium in meat, just a very small amount and just a decent amount, So just eat more meat if you don't want to eat something sweet, There is sufficient naturally occurring deuterium in carnivore diet. Yeah, exactly. No worries, Bella. Good job, Bella. Yeah. It always sounds like you miss Japan. Yeah, I do. I miss it very much, Terry. Stanthorpe, Warwick, Toowoomba have beautiful seasons. Very cold. Yeah, that's true. Like Stanthorpe and Warwick, or Stanthorpe actually, I mean, much higher altitude than other parts of Queensland. So Yeah, they get quite colourful in Toowoomba. I have zero interest in Florida weather.
Me too, Terry. Me too. I think Rick needs an intervention. He needs aliens to come down and take him home or something.
Yeah, I don't think the Florida Commission are gonna really want the Rick promoting Florida so much. Yeah,
Mm.
I mean there must be something good about it though. What's good about Florida, Rick?
I don't know. We're overpopulated. I guess we have tropical plants. That's about it.
Yeah.
Don't you have beautiful beaches?
If you like a bunch of ghetto people running around in the sand, I guess.
Well, not not necessarily.
Sewage, you got sewage in the water. There's plenty of E. coli in the water.
Oh, that's a bit of a worry. Yeah.
They always have warnings every time that we get a rain. The sewage overflows.
Oh no.
Well, that's just poor planning, isn't it? City planning.
Yeah.
Oh, they got tons of high rises, townhouses, apartments packed in here with a sewer system that hasn't been updated since the 1970s.
Yeah.
When it overflows, it goes right into the ocean.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much sounds like Australia. You know, like they really haven't updated. They never really plan anything. They just keep find a bit of space and build something on top of it without doing any proper planning, like infrastructure and that sort of stuff.
All depends on who they pay off.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel a bit grumpy today. Living with non-carnivores can suck.
I'm so glad I live alone.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Really glad.
Tell me about it, Annabelle. Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that one. It can suck. And well, just living with other people can suck in general, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm normally chirpy in the morning.
Have another
Yeah,
cup.
that's not like Annabella. Annabella's always usually so perky and friendly and nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. My husband brought home a bunch of non-carnivore foods today, and I do the majority of cooking, and so it doesn't make it easy. No, I imagine it wouldn't.
That would be so hard. I mean, I have trouble keeping myself intact, let alone people around me eating garbage. Yeah.
Who cares about duck food?
Yeah, exactly.
No, Rick. Well, you're one
But,
of the
I mean, it's a difficult thing, though, isn't it? Like if you're living with other people, like Cynthia's saying that her husband is not carnivore, you have to pretty much accommodate them too. But yeah, it makes it a bit of a struggle for yourself too to stay on track as well.
I used to cook for my mother. She ate duck food. I didn't eat it.
Yeah, you've never been addicted, Rick. You lucky bastard. You've never had that curse.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't imagine lowering myself to eating that crap.
Yeah. Oh well. Or you can say, you cook your food, keep it away from me. Like,
Nobody wants what I eat. When they see me bring an iguana in the house, they're like,
no. It's a bit spooky, Rick.
I've got to try. I've got to come over to Florida sometime, Rick, and I've got to try this iguana. I think.
I don't know why people.
I'd try it, but
I don't know why people act strange when they see it. It's food.
Yeah.
Well, it's true.
They don't have a problem eating lobster.
Yeah.
They pay money for that.
Yeah, they pay good money for that, don't they? Yeah, eating lobster
and eating fish eggs. Some rich
and...
people eat fish eggs.
I know, they're foul. Caviar is horrible. I
think so too. Yeah,
I don't get the whole caviar thing.
Yeah, I really don't get that.
They get upset when I get an iguana, a squirrel, a duck, or a parking lot chicken.
See, this is the thing too. Like these foods, they were started by peasants because they didn't have access to meat. They didn't have access to ruminant animals, right?
Yeah.
Like snails in France. caviar in Russia. That was all because peasants started eating that stuff because they didn't have any other food source. And eventually, because it became a delicacy. Now people pay good money just to get garden snails and fish eggs. Like, seriously?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Snails.
I eat snails too.
Yeah, I couldn't go that far.
I mean, obviously, if
I
I
don't
was
like slimy food.
hungry enough, I would, obviously, but
you just got to feed them for a couple of weeks, and then they're ready for cooking.
Yeah. What do you feed them, Rick?
Oh, you can feed them lettuce. You want to feed them mild plants, cabbage, whatever you have handy, and then it'll clean their system out. And when the poop comes out different color, then they're ready for cooking.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd have to cook a lot of snails to get a feed for you, Rick.
Well, when they take over your garden, it's very easy to get a whole bucket full.
Well, true. Yeah.
I was breaking them open and giving it to the ducks. And then a friend of mine says, well, you can make escargot out of that. I said, really? I never had escargot before.
Yeah.
A friend of mine comes over. What are you eating? Escargot. Oh, where'd you get it from? Garden?
Garden.
Oh, I don't want any of that.
That's one thing. I mean, you got to say one thing about Rick is he's definitely very brave when it comes to food.
Yeah.
I mean, what 15-year-old kid starts rubbishing through dumpsters to find mystery meat?
Well, a poor kid that didn't want to eat duck food.
He's definitely unique. That's for sure.
Definitely. Yeah. Terry's opinion is, Bella's opinion is the only good months in Florida is January and February. Is that right, Rick?
That's about right. There's about 3 good months. The rest of the year is miserable.
Yeah. Annabella's saying my mum is in denial about going deaf. Oh, yeah, I hate that too. And wants to make butter with sour cream. She can't taste it, spoiled. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can understand that. It's a bit frustrating. Yeah, like my old man, he has he's 83. He has hearing aids, but he never wears them.
Yeah, my mum was like that too. She never took to them.
They spent $10,000 on hearing aids, and he never wears them. It's like, what's the damn point?
Yeah.
You can't hear a damn thing you tell him.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, I've sort of pretty much given up telling them anything anyway because they never believe you. Like, tell them to eat a steak so they can be healthy, and they just no.
Yeah,
I know.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. My old man. I don't think I've ever seen my old man drink a glass of water. It's only ever been beer and coffee. That's it. That's all I've ever seen, except other alcohol as well, but never just water.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sad. But like Rick's parents, or even yours, David, they can see. My God, my son is looking so healthy. He's got no medical issues.
Yep.
But it doesn't register, does it?
No.
They still can't put 2 and 2 together.
No. I mean, what better example would you find? I mean, seriously, like you can see it, the change. Like they've seen the change in the last 12 years of what I've been going through.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't register. They still won't take it on board.
Or Rick, he hasn't had any major medical issues, and they still can't see it.
No, that's right. Exactly.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Bella's saying she feels like climbing into the refrigerator.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. Talking about
I think she means for the cooling, for the air conditioning. Yeah. When I was a traveling nurse, I took a contract in Florida from January through March, and it was too hot for this Iowa girl. Yeah, I can't imagine being there for the hot months. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I've been up to like I actually quite like Cairns, like beautiful beaches and everything like that. But
Yeah.
it's so humid. Like even after you like just getting out of the water, if you've managed to avoid the crocodiles and the sharks
Yeah,
on
exactly.
the
Yeah.
reef,
I never
and you come up,
swam it.
you come up on the beach. The sand's sticking to you, not because you're wet, because of the water. It's sticking to you because you're sweating before. Because as soon as you get out of the water, you start sweating, and you make your way up to the top of the beach, you're already sweating.
Yeah. Well, you can't go out. Like when I lived there in summer, I couldn't even go outside to have a picnic or anything. It was too bloody hot to enjoy nature, you know. So yeah.
It was quite. I found it quite nice when you're walking through the rainforest. The rainforest making it a lot cooler. You're in the green light and shade
Yeah.
and things like that. But out in the open and on the beach, it's extremely hot. Yeah,
No way.
and humid.
No way. Mm.
Gotta go, Diana. Thank you for joining us, Diana. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great day or night, wherever you are. Yeah. I'll have to try catch Barbara. Oh, okay. Barbara's on tonight, is she? That's good.
He's on every night. He's on every night. Mm.
Oh, okay.
He's a trooper.
Yeah, someone was saying like she did a 7-hour live the other day or something. Like
yeah, wow. yeah. I know.
It's like that's like Rick's marathon man.
Yeah.
Huh. What's your longest live there, Rick?
12 hours.
12 hours. Wow.
Mm.
I've done 2 that were 12 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know how you do that. Seems like
somehow I did it.
He never complains about a sore bum or anything, so he's amazing.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've never had back trouble in my life either.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Well, no inflammation, you know.
Exactly. That's it.
Was it?
I get a laugh because I still get people that say, "Well, he doesn't look healthy." I get that in all my interviews. I'm like, "What do you mean? Don't look healthy?
Yeah,
I'm 58."
I don't understand it either. Like,
what does healthy look like if it's not Rick? You know, like he's never had a problem. He's never had a problem in his whole life. He's on a low deuterium diet. He sweats a lot because he obviously is in Florida. So, you know, I mean, he's probably one of the healthiest people you're ever going to meet. Probably the healthiest person you're going to meet for, you know.
All they have to do is watch one of my ride and talks and see how long I can talk and ride.
Yeah, without heavy breathing or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. No heavy breathing, talking while he's riding and just cruising along. You know, how many people can do that these days?
Yeah.
Especially
Not at my age.
In a climate like Florida.
Yeah, when it was 98 degrees that one day.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
They're saying it seems like all the planning commissioners get stoned and come up with some weird ideas somehow, implement them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you too, Annabella. Thanks for always joining us. I really appreciate that. When I first moved, I was so stressed. Mum has sweets in her home, in her house. I did cave and eat some, but I'm good now. Oh, that's good. Yeah. A lot of people go through that too. Like Annabelle, when there's something new available as well, just like this is the danger zone when people travel, they go to a different country or anywhere new. Doesn't matter. Really matter. You get excited about being and the availability of all these different foods, and for the first couple of weeks, I find that a lot of people will cave and start eating this sort of stuff, but after a while they'll sort of calm down, and once they realize that it's not going anywhere, they can usually abstain a little bit later. But don't be too hard on yourself. It happens. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Once you're back on track, it's all good.
Yes, Rick, we know.
Yeah, we know, Rick. It's all duck food.
Other people want duck food.
Yeah.
Every time I see that stuff, I think about the tails wagging and the quacking and waddling around.
Yeah. Actually, that's I've got recently, you guys know, I had Louis. I was raising a little duckling. He got quite big. He's very big, but someone stole him.
What?
Someone stole him about 3 days ago.
Oh no!
I haven't seen him. Maybe. I Haven't seen him for a few days.
Oh, that's sad.
I think someone stole him.
Wow.
But he was really cool. He used to come up and just feed out of my hand and
Yeah.
give good hugs. But no, well,
Yeah, that's sad.
You have to keep them fenced in so they can't get out.
he didn't. I mean, he was. He never really went anywhere by himself. He just went from He was always on my front dam, so he didn't go anywhere. But I think someone must have come and got him because while I was at the gym. So, I don't have any iguanas here in my area in Florida, but plenty of big, juicy Muscovy ducks. Yeah, they are big and juicy.
Fatten them up real good.
Yeah, duck's good meat actually, especially wild duck.
Yeah, I love duck. Yeah,
it's the other red meat.
Yep, that's right. Especially if it's wild. So that's another thing people don't get too is like, we're so used to the chicken that we buy in the supermarket, for example, that it's always white. We just refer it as white meat, but it's actually a wild chicken or naturally fed chicken is actually quite red. Like it's quite dark compared to the chicken that you buy in the supermarket because they are
chicken.
Yeah, that's right. Like they aren't fed hormones and soy and that sort of stuff.
Yep.
And much healthier.
All the meat is dark.
Yeah. So do we catch and eat the duck's belly? Yeah. Good question. No, I'm afraid of them since I was attacked by a gang of them.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Fair
I've
enough.
never been attacked by a Muscovy duck.
Yeah, they can be quite vicious, the old ducks, and especially Muscovies. Yeah, I mean
they get scared when I see them.
Yeah, well, I imagine the ducks would be scared around you, Rick.
The words go around, Rick.
Every time I try to get close to them, they start running away.
Yeah.
I think they know what's coming.
Yeah.
I have had them attack me occasionally, but I just grab them and take them away.
Yeah, but they do have very, very sharp, long nails, and they can bite quite hard as well. So yeah, they can be quite vicious. I've got quite a few scratches from Louis actually on my hand. So yeah, not that he means to. He just trying to find footing and that sort of thing.
Yeah, they have sharp claws.
Yeah, very sharp nails. Yeah, actually, I got a scratch from here to here on my hand, but it's just healing now. But yeah, it's quite a long one. I remember I have a rump steak in the freezer, so I've just taken it out. Very good. Yeah.
Yum.
No lamb today. No lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are brainwashed in about it. Yeah. My parents never drank water either. Only soda or juice. Yeah. Yeah, it had to be sweet, doesn't it? It has to be sweet. It's crazy. Hey, Jonathan's in the house. Good to see you, mate.
Hey.
There's some huge spiders in the rainforest in Australia. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there was. Last time I was up in the rainforest here. Yeah, there's some spiders are like the size of your hand. And it's not, some of the snakes, some of the pythons. I saw a python that was strung across 2 trees. It was huge. Hey, Jonathan. Good day. Back in the good old days when there wasn't as much traffic on Saturday morning, Rick ruled the morning. Yeah, yeah. It seems to be a lot of traffic now. There's a lot of lives going on.
Oh yeah. It's amazing.
The lamb addiction is real, though.
Yeah, I love lamb.
Yeah,
I love lamb.
Yeah, lamb's great. It's great. Yeah, you don't get much lamb over there, do you, Rick?
No, not really. Hardly ever see it.
Yeah. Is it expensive over there?
Tends to be.
Yeah.
Goat is more popular.
Oh, okay.
It's a Caribbean thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think it's like goat was always like on the islands around the Caribbean. Goat was always pretty much traded.
Haitians, Jamaicans. Yeah, they love that stuff.
Hi, I'm Annabella, and I'm addicted to lamb and steak.
12 step, 12 step.
Carnivores Anonymous. Carnivores Anonymous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've recently been able to get lamb here and have gotten a bit addicted to it also. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
I
Yeah,
love steak. I just don't eat it anymore.
Yeah.
yeah. Louis got duck now.
Ridiculous. The prices are ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh yeah, prices are getting bad everywhere. But yeah, meat here is just yeah, it's crazy at the moment.
Yeah.
Little possum friend. Now, I haven't seen my possum friend either for a while. But let me see. Last week I had a whole family of echidna. There was about 8 of them in my
Oh,
garden.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
in the garden. Little echidnas. They're funny little things because they're just walking pin cushions. They don't
Yeah.
really care about what's around them. So
Mm.
they're quite confident to just walk around you. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Very
Yeah,
cute.
no ransom, no. You just disappeared. Yeah, I've been looking for him every day, but unfortunately, I just haven't been able to find him. You got duck napped. Mm. You
You
walked
have to
30
start putting
minutes.
trackers on your ducks.
Yeah, we got to put a tracer on him. Yeah, 30 minutes, Annabella. That's awesome, man. Jeez,
Cool.
it's getting much better, much better. Excellent. Yeah, way to go. Way to go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rick looks like the Green Reaper. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I would say so. They know what's coming.
Oh, yeah.
I
Ducks are
give them
smarter
duck
than you
food.
think.
I always bring them duck food.
Mm.
Yeah, but they know why, I think.
I'll go into hiding.
Yeah. They know you're playing, I think. I mean, ducks are smarter than you think. They'll take your food and then.
I had a neighbor they were attacking. She calls me in desperation. I go over there and they all start leaving.
Mm.
They must smell it on you, mate. They must smell it on you.
I don't know. Maybe they heard about the duck guillotine.
Yeah. Yeah. Animals are clever. They really are.
They are indeed. Yep. Annabella getting stronger. That's awesome. Way to go, mate. Way to
Good on
go.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. I love lamb, but I've been outpriced now. Yeah, it is quite expensive. I imagine it'd be more expensive in America because you don't have as much available either. So,
Yeah.
supply and demand and that sort of thing. Yeah. I had some bacon truffles this morning. Chaffles. What's a bacon
Oh,
chaffle?
yeah. I'm yet
Bacon
to
and
make
chaffle.
them. I've got to get a waffle maker so I can make chaffles.
What's a chaffle?
They look great. Oh, you just put cheese and egg.
Carnivore
It's
waffle.
like a waffle maker,
Oh, okay.
but you put egg and cheese and whatever else.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We have
It's like heart attack burger buns in a waffle maker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, the lamb I see in local stores sourced from Australia. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we've got more sheep here than anything, really. Lamb. So, lamb does make me feel. Yeah, lamb's great. I mean, the omega-3s and it's just the fatty, very fatty, sort of sweet meat, really. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I need to go for a walk today, and I've walked 6 days out of 7. That's awesome, Annabelle. Well done. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Eggs and mozzarella waffles. Okay.
Yeah. Yum.
Okay. Cool. No, that's good to see. That's good to see, Annabelle. You're doing well. Yeah. Walking 6 days out of 7 is brilliant. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Good to see you moving around. Yeah.
She's such a sweetie.
Oh, she is. She's lovely. She's lovely. Yeah. I haven't found the chaffle recipe I like yet. Yeah, I just honestly I stay away from recipes and stuff like that. I mean, if I can't cook it in 10 minutes, I don't really want it.
Yeah, fair enough.
The biggest thing I have is like scrambled eggs with chicken stock, but that's about it. Yeah. Like I said, that doesn't take more than any more than 10 minutes either. So
yeah,
it's just easy. Though what I did do recently, though, I bought an air fryer that has a glass bowl not one of those non-stick, Teflon things.
Yeah.
It's a glass bowl with a stainless steel plate in it, so it's really good. It's very easy to clean and much better for the food. And I just chuck the steak in there now. It's good, and it's really cheap. It's only like $90. So
Okay. I've been thinking about getting one. I might still get one.
yeah. I mean, I've sort of stayed away from because I don't like using Teflon stuff. But once I found out they're making with glass bowls now, and that's really cool. So,
yeah.
That's good. So what have you got on this week, Rick?
Well, other than trying to fix things around here, I guess there's not much else going on until maybe Saturday, another online.
Oh, yeah.
I did an interview with somebody last week. I don't know if you saw it.
I did it. It was.
I've never heard of him before.
Yeah, I've never heard of him though. I think he's quite new to carnivore there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were probably his first carnivore interview again.
Yeah,
that's right.
I think Rick's everyone's first.
That's right.
I hope he doesn't drop you later down the track, Rick.
And yet, hardly anybody knows that I exist.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Well, yeah, that's weird. Like,
somebody had actually commented on the video that I should be interviewed by Dave Mack, and I commented back, I was his first interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that all the time too. It's like, I think it was last month someone actually said the same thing. Actually, like, yeah, you should be on Dave Mack's channel. I'm like, well, yeah,
I have been on it.
Yeah, I have.
I've been interviewed by Chafee, Baker. I mean, what else do they want?
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't been interviewed by Carrie, but I've been interviewed by everybody else.
Yeah, I haven't been interviewed by Carrie either. Or I've been on Sean Baker, not with I've had Chafee on my channel, but I haven't been on his channel. But Chafee's a really nice guy. Actually, I really like Chafee, and
I hope to meet him someday.
Guys. Yeah, I'd like to meet him too. Actually, he's cool. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, actually, that's one of the things I think. If you're in the carnivore space, I think most people do know Rick or have heard of Rick. I think
I don't know how they couldn't have heard of him.
Yeah, I think he's been on everyone's everyone's channel at one stage. Usually their first interview, they always go to Rick, but then for some reason they forget all about him. It's like,
that's right.
Yeah.
What the? How does that happen?
And the thing is, I've been the longest, I'm the tallest, and I'm the only one that calls it a heart attack diet. I invented the term duck food. And what else? There's a lot of things that are unique to me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're hard to forget. Like, well, impossible actually. So
cooking small game like parking lot chicken, iguanas, squirrels, pigeons, whatever I can get my hands on.
Yeah, mystery dumpster meat.
Yeah, picking through the dumpster. I mean, there's nobody else that does that. All these influencers, they make money and they buy ribeye steaks and they talk about a lion diet all the time. And I'm like, no, a lion will eat anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Lions eat pigs.
Yeah, and they eat fish.
Yeah. Well,
and they eat rodents too.
They eat rodents. They eat anything that moves. Anything that moves and has a parent, they eat it.
Yeah,
that's right.
They eat birds. They eat fish. They eat anything they can catch. Simple as that.
Sounds more like the Rick diet.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I never really got that expression. That the lion diet was just beef and water. It's like, how is that a lion diet?
Yeah, when you really think about it, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is a single point of failure. You basically have limited yourself to one food source. That food source goes away, so do you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's another good point. Yeah.
That's exactly right. So it just doesn't make sense in any sort of respect, really, when you think about it. I mean, I can see why you would eliminate, if you have certain conditions, you would eliminate everything that you could temporarily, not permanently,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a sustainable sort of way to eat permanently. So, you know.
And the other thing is that even though I am a carnivore, I do eat some plant material occasionally. So I'm just like a cat. Even a cat eats grass from time to time.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we're cheering you up a bit, Annabella. That's good. Yeah. Don't like people are who they are. You really can't change it. So it's really I know it's difficult. Trust me, I know it's difficult to deal with them and to not get angry at times or upset with them. But at the end of the day, holding on to that sort of it just makes you feel worse, not them. So
Yeah,
it's
that's right. It affects your mental
yeah,
health and everything. So
that's
why?
right. Yeah, it affects you more than it's going to affect them. So it's really
Yeah.
best just try and let it go as much as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but easier said than done. I know.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
You could use heart attack bun recipe. Yeah,
That's right.
why not? Yeah, for the waffle thing, I guess. I cook lamb shanks. It does take hours, but worth it. Fair enough. It's like actually the thing with people when people cook brisket, like they smoke a brisket for hours and hours, like sometimes like for 24. I couldn't do that.
Yeah,
Like
it's like,
I
oh, I've got
don't,
to have it
I
now.
don't have the patience. I don't have the
Yeah,
patience
yeah,
to do that.
yeah. I'm a bit
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh god, it's worth it in the end.
Rick is the carnival interviewer cherry popper.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, he's the carnival whore.
It's all downhill.
Once they've interviewed Rick, it's all downhill from there. Pretty much. You can't go any lower, I guess.
That's right. That's right.
That's the best source of carnivore I suppose experience as well. Like roadkill, dumpster meat, parking lot chicken, iguana. You can only go up from there, can't you?
That's true. You have the elite with their grass-fed, grass-finished steaks and Wagyu and all that other stuff, and they're
Yeah.
living an expensive life. And then you go to Rick's place, it's falling apart with termites and cockroaches, rusted out car, broken down equipment, aggressive cats, ducks everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and you think it's hard to survive in Australia? Try surviving in Rick's yard.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
My yard is like a junkyard and a jungle all in one.
Hey Rick, did you ever hear about Sidewinder? How he turned out? Because you gave him away.
Oh, I
Kid.
gave it to her about over a month ago. I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
I don't know. They live up, in Broward County. I haven't talked to them in ages. I have to see what happens.
Okay. Yeah.
I still haven't got Miss Kitty fixed because the day I scheduled her to get fixed, she disappeared.
All
I
right.
walked outside. Where is she? Gone. She was gone for a day and a half. Then next day she showed up hungry again. Like, how did you know I was going to take you to get fixed?
I tell you, I reckon animals' intuitions are a lot stronger than we give them credit for.
Oh, absolutely.
I really do. I really do.
Yeah.
I think next time I'll have to trap her the night before and keep her in the bathroom and then grab her in the morning.
Yeah.
Stick her in the van and take her to the meow mobile to get her parts removed.
Yeah. I hated doing that, but you have to. You can't.
Yeah, you really. You do. There's islands in Japan. This is a good example of why this needs doing as well. Like because there are so many stray cats in Japan. Like they're everywhere. You go to even just a regular park in the city, and there'll be feral cats living in there. But there's an island in Japan. They call it Cat Island, and it's completely overrun with cats. And the fishermen there, they always feed them and so on. But because there's so many cats there, and they just keep on breeding and breeding and breeding and so on. A lot of them die from different diseases, inbreeding, also from starvation because it just can't feed that many cats. But it's actually kind of become a bit of a tourist spot because there's just so many cats. There's literally more than 100 cats to each person that live there.
Wow.
That's what a vegan world would look like. Animals everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. And dying slow, painful deaths. So,
That's right. They have no idea, do they?
no.
Absolutely no idea. Yeah.
Every time I've tried to argue that on a vegan channel, I get banned.
Yeah, well, of course.
Because I say this very simple statement. If a vegan had the perfect world, there would be 0 animals anywhere on the earth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They wouldn't survive, the problem is you can't argue reason with unreasonable people.
They're saying, oh, the cattle, they have such a terrible life. Well, but what about a deer? A deer runs around in the woods. Eventually they get killed by something or they die of disease. If there's no predators, they will multiply and more and more deer until they eat everything they can eat. And then there's a mass die-off of starving and diseased deer.
But then they'll own cats and dogs, which are mostly carnivore, and feed them crap. Like they're abusing the animals that they're purported to.
Yeah, it's all virtue signaling. Yeah, it's all virtue signaling is all it is.
Yeah, don't get a rabbit that eats vegan stuff. You know what I mean? No, let's get carnivore pets and feed them.
Yeah, feed them plants because we're virtue signaling and we'll just torture this animal till it dies.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
But the thing is, if the vegans had their way, there would be no cattle because what would they do with them?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And then if there's no cattle, there's no environment, there's no grasslands, there's no if we've got rid of all the ruminant animals, not only apart from the fact that you are destroying the entire ecosystem, everything that's below them and everything that's above them, like the carnivores, you destroy their whole environment. You also destroy the rain system, the water system. You're going to get a lot less rainfall. You're going to get a lot less plant growth. You're going to get a lot less. You have at first you might have a big diet and then big fires and all sorts of things going on. They don't understand how the world works. This is all a symbiotic relationship that everything has its place in this world. Everything does.
Yeah.
But they don't listen. They don't care.
No, they don't care.
No.
It's all about virtue. Look at me. I'm good because I'm not eating people, and I'm convinced I'm making my cat vegetarian.
My vegan cat, as if a cat identifies as vegan for freak's sake,
Yeah, just absolute nonsense. Nonsensical. But I was thinking the same. They need him to break them in so nothing shocks them. Yeah, I think after talking to Rick, nothing else is going to shock you after that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I have nothing to sell anybody.
No, that's right. Yeah. Lions don't count macros. Yeah, exactly, Annabelle.
That's good. Right. They do not.
No. I admit to being a quack.
Well, there's worse things you could be, Rick. There's a lot worse things you could be.
That's right. But I'm definitely a quack.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. There's a lot worse you can be. So, well,
I admit, I'm not worried about a heart attack.
Compared to who can, on the basis of what, quack,
Yeah.
Oh,
compared to general population.
Vegans. Exactly. Did you see the latest Mick the Vegan video?
No, I don't watch those people.
I can't stomach watching him. I just cannot stomach it.
He makes me mad. He makes me want to throw the computer.
Oh yeah, Rick. I hear. Yeah, all those.
They're complete imbeciles. Yeah.
Everyone's quitting the carnivore diet, is what he's saying.
Oh yes.
And I left a comment. I said, "Nope, none of my friends are quitting the carnivore diet."
Yeah.
Do you think DC is quitting the carnivore diet?
No.
What about Jonathan?
Nope. I know.
Dr. Kiltz? Dr. Chafee?
No.
Dr. Baker?
Mitch?
Mitch?
I just can't stomach watching those fools.
it's just, it's not just these vegans that do it. Like influencers, okay, they are all full of shit. Okay, they are.
Yeah.
Everything they do is about getting clicks, and they will say and do anything to do it. And they don't. They have no morals when it comes to achieving that. That's their end goal.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I mean, like, vegans are not the only ones. I've seen some pretty stupid things. Some so-called carnivores do as well. So
yeah.
it's just what they do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah. Annabella was saying she accidentally did lion diet years ago, and she only ate lamb for a long time. Yeah. Well, it's all good. You eat what's available. And you eat what you feel like eating. Yeah. I've never liked the term lion diet. Yeah, sounds dumb. Yeah, I agree, Terry. It's just I've never understood why they consider that to be a lion diet, and why they consider that to be like they consider that to be the top tier version of carnivore. And like how does that work? Like you're depriving yourself of good sources of nutrients, good sources of fatty acids and things like that. So
think about who is one of the most well-known carnivore societies. It would be Eskimo or Inuit or whatever you call them. They're not lion diet.
No, that's right. No,
true. I wonder who coined that.
They ate anything that moved, and living up in the Arctic, there'd be penguins, polar bears, whale, seals, and anything they could get their hands on. So,
who coined the term lion diet? Any idea?
No idea. I don't really care.
I think it was this scammer gal, Michaela Peterson, that everybody looks to. She seems like a shady character to me. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Don't know. No
idea. I don't. Yeah, she's too much of a celebrity for me.
Yes.
A lot of drama. Bella's saying Michaela Peterson came up with the name simply because she felt weak and wanted a strong, cool name. She said, "Okay,
there you go.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough." Well, I mean, like she understands. Like she took out. I mean, she only ate beef and water because she is, I think, probably one of the most sensitive people I've ever heard of, actually, because she was so sensitive to absolutely everything. And then even like a few months back, she tried to reintegrate some plants into her diet, and she couldn't do it because the inflammation came back very quickly. But she is probably one of the most extreme cases of the sensibility to other foods. So there are going to be there's a reason for that. Like there's a reason why she only eats beef, for example.
Oh yeah. Well, it's fair enough, and it's quite extraordinary how some people are that sensitive to so many things. It's like, whoa.
But if you are generally speaking, like, there's no reason for you to only limit yourself to beef in general.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I need a variety. I mean, that's good.
So do I.
I think it's a much healthier way to do it. Yeah, it's a great day today. Yeah, it is a bit grey outside. Actually. Brisket is gold, though. Yeah, well, you're more patient than me.
It is good. It's good.
I don't have the patience for cooking anymore either. Yeah, I just eat my meat right from the pan. Yeah, no dirty dishes. Yeah, I agree. Me too, Bella. I just, it's much easier. I use one pan, one plate, one glass,
one fork,
one knife and fork, and that's about it. That's all I have. That way, is very limited on dishes.
Yeah,
I rarely use a knife or fork.
I know. You see Rick all the time just sitting there. He's a caveman in Florida.
That's what my parents used to call me, the caveman.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't understand the need for a knife and fork. I have teeth.
Yeah, well, it's I suppose it's just really to keep your hands clean, I guess.
I wash my hands between, I'll get up, wash my hands, eat some more, wash my hands. I don't see a problem.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we weren't born with knives and forks, were we?
No,
So,
that's true. That's true. Another man-made utensil. So you know.
Vegan
Yeah.
friends say, "Well, your teeth are not made for eating meat." Well, watch me eat it.
yeah.
I eat
Yeah.
raw meat all the time, and it doesn't bother me.
Pointy teeth. Pointy teeth.
Yeah, where's your big canines? Where's you
Canines,
can't
yeah,
be you
canines.
can't be a carnivore. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The gorillas have canines too. They're not
Right?
That's another thing that the vegans always throw up at you too. Like this is but you're an ape. I was like, okay, like apes are our closest relative, but that doesn't mean that they're close. Just because they're our closest relative doesn't mean that they're close. Like there's
You
5
can't-
million years at
You
least.
can't breed with them.
No, that's right. You can't breed with them. So the argument is just absolutely ignorant and it's so nonsensical.
Yeah,
It's the same as the closest relative to a dolphin is a hippopotamus. But you wouldn't crossbreed them either. You wouldn't put them in the same bloody swimming pool, would you?
no.
Right.
Utter stupidity. It's absolute ignorance of people is unbelievable at times. It really is. You just want to. I mean, you sometimes you feel like you're going to beat your head against a brick wall, but honestly, you're better off like beating their heads against the brick wall because honestly, there's nothing else in their heads. Simple-mindedness.
But then it's funny because in other ways they can be intelligent, but
they get this idea
least
that
we
they got a
got-
mind like a steel trap. They sort of latch onto something. They won't let go of it.
yeah, they pick something and die on the cross.
What about
sort of thing?
what about the position of our eyes? We look straight ahead.
Exactly.
If we were not predators, wouldn't we have the eyes on our sides?
Exactly, like ducks do.
Like ducks do.
Yeah. So, I mean, everything about us is predator. The reason why we don't have big, sharp, long nails like a lion is because we develop tools. We've got the big brains to make tools. What do you think that's there for? Obviously, vegans don't use their heads, so they figure it's all got to come down to what's on your body.
Yeah.
It's
And
crazy.
animals, they have to have a different digestive system. They have to have a stronger immune system because they eat the whole animal. We can cut out the bad parts, eat the good parts, and that frees up more energy that we can use for this.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So Annabelle was saying that she was offered some dried pea snack at her Bible study. Peas ain't I bet peas for the ducks. That's it.
Duck food.
Duck food.
I actually love peas, but dried peas, no.
Yeah.
I always joke because people get dental problems. I said that's because you eat duck food. Ducks don't have teeth.
Exactly. Yeah. How many? Yeah, that's a good argument actually. It's like, okay, well, how many teeth do ducks have? So obviously, it's not good for your teeth, is it?
That's right. Birds, they grind with their stomach, so they can eat seeds. They can eat plant material that we shouldn't.
Yeah. Exactly.
You start chewing all that crap with your teeth, you'll wear them down.
It's exactly right. Yeah. And that's
we don't have molars like a cow.
Molars, molars of the cow and so on. They always grind them down. Yeah. They always have, and the only animals that have any sort of cardiovascular problems in nature are the plant eaters. Carnivores are never known to have heart attacks. So, where is that?
So my diet is false advertising.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's disinformation. It's deliberate misinformation.
Heart attack diet.
It's disinformation, man. Yeah.
I saw another vegan today pop up. He calls himself something PhD. Oh, it's a big deal because he has a PhD. Who cares?
Yeah,
exactly. It means nothing.
The more doctors I speak to, the more I'm convinced that it's just clickbait. It's just a clickbait title, basically.
Yeah.
A bad cat gang could be quite brutal. Oh yes, absolutely. They don't run in packs like dogs, though, do they?
I don't think so.
Well, they, not so much like dogs do, no, but they do live in groups, though. They will hunt together. Like lions will quite often hunt together. So,
Yeah.
but not like, I mean, dogs are far more simple-minded than cats, and they will sort of they will run over like gangs sort of thing.
Mm.
A vegan world would be no animals, because they hate animals eating meat. Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
like I don't know if you guys ever saw. Did you see the debate that Dr. Baker had with that vegan? He wanted to eliminate nature completely and cover the
Oh, wow.
planet. Yeah, he wanted to
Yeah.
cover the planet with human infrastructure.
Right.
Yeah, the one that Bart Kay debated as well. He's
They're
well,
insane.
there's nothing
There's-
going on up there.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
absolutely.
him
Truly.
lately.
Truly,
Yeah,
yeah.
these people are absolutely insane.
Yeah. And he's very depressed. You can tell he looks depressed as all get out, It's really
I mean, he
obvious.
should be. I mean, he's got the IQ of a pancake. Anyone should be depressed about
Well,
that.
yeah. But
Anyone,
he
the
can
IQ of a pancake. If you're not depressed about that, there's something wrong.
lift 400 pounds, David.
Yeah,
Bench press 400 pounds.
yeah, that was just nuts. Yeah,
I can't bench press 400 pounds, but I own a bobcat.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'll do the job.
Have
Yeah,
they
that's
not
what the brain's
noticed
for. They use the tools.
Have they
And
not noticed
for somebody that's not that strong, I don't have any injuries. I don't have any joint pains, shoulder pains, anything.
you're strong in another way, though,
Oh well, I mean, just because you don't have big muscles doesn't mean you're not strong. Though I think Rick's actually
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Rick's
Yeah.
actually probably a lot stronger than average person. His size and weight.
Yeah.
I think he would be above average in strength, and
Oh,
certainly like at his age group as well, they'd be a lot healthier, and certainly in the 1 percentile, I would say, because most people at his age are either on at least 5 to 10 different medications and have all sorts of aches and pains and all sort of other things going on.
Yeah.
The animals would either overrun us or fade away. Well, I think at first they would overrun us, and then eventually they'd just die out because they would simply overrun the place. They would they overbreed and overeat and all that sort of stuff. So we are. They keep saying humans destroying nature and all this sort of stuff, but we pretty much are we are very much a very big part of nature, and there are better things, there are ways that we can better manage nature, like develop the grasslands and not have so many monocrop farms and things like that. But these are more political sort of things as well.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah.
He looks so sick. Yeah. In about 3 years, carnivore now.
He looks extremely sick. Yes.
He does. Yeah. I mean, it's you gotta admit, like, Rick is thin. Like, he'd have to run around in the shower to get wet, but it's
so what? Yeah.
So what? Like, how his weight doesn't fluctuate like everyone else's does.
No.
Yeah.
It's always around 195 pounds.
Yeah. So, and you've been that, like, since what?
Age 25.
Age 25. How many people can say that?
Yeah, very few.
If you see pictures of me over the years, they look all very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Bella first saw me on Barquet. Oh, good on you. Yeah. The Pimbadia vlogs. Thank you, Bella. Yeah, that was a great stay. Actually, I really liked it out there.
It would have been. It would have been.
It was really good.
Barquet is where I found Jonathan.
Okay. Oh, Barquet, you found Jonathan. Yeah.
I think Barquet was the second person to interview me. It was either him or Scott Everson. The first was Joey Schwartz.
Oh yeah, good old Joey. Oh, dear.
I never heard of him until someone started raising. I think it was last year. Someone started talking about him, but I saw some of his stuff too. And, I mean, I think he tried to debate Bart Kay last year,
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, yeah, again,
Yeah.
Jesus, kid. Yeah, the Dunning Kruger on these kids is it's astounding, really, honestly. Like it's
Hmm.
unbelievable. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's another one recently. It's called Face IQ.
Face
Yeah.
IQ, yeah.
Oh God!
I
I
mean,
mean, it's again, like and the Dunning Kruger on this, it's unbelievable. Like this kid, like he's made his whole business plan about the structure of the face and all this sort of stuff. And
yeah,
honestly,
judging
like
people on how they look
yeah,
and everything. The
like
egomaniac.
if you look like that, probably the last thing I would be doing anyway. But adding IQ to his handle on his, it's like he's got the IQ of a pancake. Why would you be bragging about that?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's unbelievable.
Mm.
I mean, honestly, like I would say ducks are smarter than that kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. At
They
least they
seem to
know
be.
what they're doing.
They
Yeah.
avoid me.
Yeah, I mean, any duck smart enough to avoid Rick is going to be up there.
Yeah.
The lion diet is a divisive factor for the carnivore community. I think so too, actually, separating the rich from the poor. And I've seen poor people sitting outside the grocery eating a can of cat food, with their
Yeah,
family.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
sad, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's bad. It is sad.
Mm.
Yeah, but to be honest, like, I mean, I've seen, I think cat food is actually more expensive than a tin of tuna, though.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so, yeah, be smart about it. You can do these things cheap, and like even like tin fish is not the best source, obviously, but
Mhm.
it's if that's all you can afford, that's still going to be healthier than the duck
Mm.
food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of
Um,
course, yeah.
so
Yeah.
and even now, like I quite like tin because it's the cheapest source of tuna for me is tin tuna. So sometimes I'll eat tin tuna with some scrambled eggs and stuff like that too, because
Mm.
it's just the cheapest source. Like if it's
Mm.
completely different to getting fish in Australia than it is to getting fish in Japan, for say. So it's you know don't be afraid to eat tin fish and that sort of stuff. Just because yes, they are the PFAS and there are more problems that you get with tin than you do from fresh. Of course there are.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's all
Mm.
you can afford, don't be afraid of it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
as long as you don't get the yucky oil
Yeah, don't get the stuff in the
or
oil. Get the stuff in the spring water.
water.
You know?
Mm.
Yeah, because you're going to have the fish oils in there anyway. But
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, because when they say it's in oil, like for example, you see tin fish and it's in the olive oil blend. Okay,
Mm.
because it's only a very very
Soybean
small,
oil.
like less than 5% of that oil is actually olive oil. Okay,
Mm.
and it's not going to
Yeah.
be the cold pressed olive oil anyway. It's going to be highly processed. So the rest is made up of all a whole mixture of other seed oils. Okay, and that
Mhm.
stuff is just absolutely rancidly toxic. So stay away from that stuff. But if you
Yeah.
get tin fish in water, that's going to be the next best thing to fresh.
Mm.
Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
buy a fishing rod and go down to the river and catch your own fish.
That's right.
And get busted for not having a permit.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. I mean, this is another thing too. Like seriously, like they demonize everything that we do that makes us healthy, and
Mm-hmm.
they make it almost impossible. You have to buy a license to go fishing now, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
unbelievable.
They don't miss you.
Yeah, rich people do not realize, poor people go through. Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Nor do
but,
they care. Nor do
well,
they care.
it's not that it's not okay. Rich people as a whole, okay.
Not
Um,
everyone. No. No.
it's just that, and everyone is the same in this way. And to some respect, it's not that they don't care or they're just ignorant. They are ignorant to how other people are feeling or what they are going through. They just don't know. Okay. For example, I don't know how. Whenever we see someone, the first time you see someone, you've never seen what they've been through to get to that point where you've just met this person. Nor are you likely to see what's going to happen afterwards. Okay, it's just we can't experience what other people experience. So of course we're just ignorant to that. And in general, it's not because they're rich that they are like that. It's just because they are people. They have their own lives to live as well. And yeah, I'm not saying that they're all sweet, innocent people, but there are some pretty good rich people out there as well. But it's just that, in generally speaking, they're just ignorant of how the other half live. That's all, or how the other people live.
I don't. If they've honestly made their money and they're not the ones ruling the world, right? The parasites. I don't begrudge them. That's fine.
That's right.
It's all the others.
It's the parasites that are the problem.
Yeah. Who don't give a.
I use that term a lot.
Obviously, don't give a rat's about anyone except themselves.
Yeah, that's right. And it's these politicians and so on. They're all parasites. So, basically.
Oh yeah, they're all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
People like Bill Gates and the rest of them, they're all just parasites.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a lot of flack from my family for doing carnivore. Yeah, I'll probably outlive my siblings. Yeah, that's going to happen, man.
And a middle finger.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Well, no, I mean, like, even with family, like there comes a time where you have to realize, well, you just don't give a shit what people think.
Right.
You have to be like that.
Yeah, because and especially like when it comes to this is the thing too, is like I suppose like I'm much calmer about this sort of thing with people these days. I'm more tolerant because I've pretty much been dead, and I don't want to spend the rest of my life worrying about what other people think so much. And especially when it comes to stupid people, like who cares what stupid people think of you? They're stupid, Seriously, don't let it affect you. It's difficult with family. It is difficult with family. You can't choose your family, unfortunately. And like we said before, like what better example? Like even my family, they all think I'm mad. They won't listen to a word I tell them. They won't listen to a word I say about pretty much on anything to do with health or politics or anything really, because they're very ignorant people, and there are people that love. I mean, there's bliss in ignorance. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I was going to say something. I forget now.
Thank you, Annabelle.
Yeah. It might come back to me.
I'll hold you to that, Annabelle. I'd love to have someone cook for me, actually.
Yeah. I was going to say the last 6 years, I'm a lot less emotional, like a lot less, and almost to the point where my feelings have been cut off, or my empathy. Not that I haven't turned into a bitch, but I've just noticed my emotions are just
more level,
pressed or something, or level. Yeah. The world has made me this way.
Yeah. But I mean, it's okay to make these observations, and we can make these observations without being without being emotional about it,
Yeah.
Because I mean, and don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that I never get emotional about these things. Sometimes I get quite peeved about these sort of things about people around me. And so on.
Yeah, I get angry and I can get a bit depressed. It's probably the diet, but just the way things are. I think it's just knocked the stuffing out of me a little bit, and it's like, I just can't care.
I mean, eventually you just have to let it go.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that, Rick? Like, you just let it go? I mean, you're always pretty mellow on your videos. I never really hear you get too angry, even though you do make these observations and you talk about these things.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty rare that I'll get angry. I've had a couple times where van broke down, I had to push it, and I wasn't happy. And sometimes if somebody aggravates me and I have to act aggressive, I'll do that. It's like a cat fight where they kind of scare each other away. But usually it doesn't really do any good, so I don't really get upset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually get a laugh when other people get upset. Sometimes I'll watch them blow up, and it's hard for me not to laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when they're trying to argue or they're trying to debate with you, you know.
Oh,
They
yeah.
think that if they get louder, that makes them right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, okay, whatever.
Very common.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very common. Terry's saying, yeah, in order to keep your gut bacteria healthy, you need a variety. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you become accustomed to just one source of food, when that source runs out, or something happens to that source, yeah, you do go through a lot of, because your body, doesn't matter, any kind of diet transition takes time.
Mm.
Manners, yeah, knife and fork. I do pick up
That is.
steak with my bare hands sometimes. Yeah.
Who
That in the
cares about
carnivore
that?
coming out. Yeah. Yeah. I like eating ribs since you hold the meat. Yeah, I tend to eat steak with fork and knife, but the ribs are cave woman freedom food. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had ribs. Actually, I don't think I've had ribs. Let me see. I can't remember.
Yeah, me
Can't
too.
remember I've had the last time of ribs.
Hmm.
Yeah. I like to listen to my body sometimes. I want eggs, sometimes bacon, sometimes steak. If I'm rigid, then I can't listen to what my body needs. Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly. My mum is getting dementia. Yeah, if she would
Mm.
go carnivore, she'd be happy and healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Annabella.
Yep.
Um,
It's sad.
yeah,
Mm.
it's sad to watch them go like
Yeah.
that. I have an uncle who's going through that at the moment. But when I did advise him, tell him to eat more meat, and because you get more nutrients and that sort of stuff. But the simple answer, like, his wife said, "Oh, I don't believe that." I'm like, "Well, yeah, okay, it's working well for you so far, isn't it? Like, all that fruit and
Yeah.
veg, it's working well for
Here,
you."
here, watch these videos.
Yeah,
Sit down and watch these videos.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. You can't tell some people. So yeah. My mum was pretty resistant as well. At a certain age, they just want what feels good to them. Yeah, actually, that kind of reminds me. There was an article I read last year, actually, here in Australia. Um, a dietitian was recommending that older people eat more protein,
Mhm.
which on the face of it sounds good. Because these people in retirement homes who are suffering dementia and Alzheimer's and all these sort of problems, mostly because what happens is they get a lot of brain shrinkage as they get older as well, because of the processed foods and carbohydrates and that sort of stuff. So they get dementia and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But so this dietitian is recommending that they eat more protein, and then she lists the source of the protein, and of course it was all about small amounts of red meat, which, okay, fair enough, and then ice cream for dessert, and peas for protein, and all these plant-based proteins, and then for dessert, let them have the ice cream for dessert because it's high in protein. I mean,
Oh,
seriously,
true.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. Don't worry about all the seed oils and the sugar. You know, it's dairy, so it's got lots of protein. It's
Oh, geez.
unbelievable. It's like, this
Jeez.
is dietitian giving. This is why, like I was talking the other day, is that the problem with, I mean, it's not just that big food corporations own the food industry, and they own the organizations like Cancer Foundation and the FDA and the Diabetes Association, all that sort of stuff. But they don't just own the education. They started the education. There's big food that actually started the food science education in universities and so on. And it's the universities that actually influence policy. It's just absolutely, it's unbelievable. It really is. They don't see a problem with this. How can you think that adding ice cream and plant-based proteins to someone's diet is going to improve their cognitive function?
I don't know.
So unbelievable.
Yep.
No Japanese cat ninjas. No. Yeah, I get pissed off when people accuse Rick of not working when that's pretty much all he does. The time clock, freaks people out, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, they would eat us. Yeah, the animals. Yeah, it's why we control them.
Well, of course they would.
Yeah, they could definitely do that, but when that runs out as well, eventually it's just they would eventually die out as well. Yeah, lower IQ, IQ of a pancake. Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's about right.
I mean, I think it'd be pretty tight, between the pancake and like these face IQ and vegan sort of thing. Like, yeah, it'd be pretty tight. Be pretty close. At the end, I think I'd have to give it to the pancake, though. Yeah. I'm lucky I can get
pancakes have got better personalities as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, certainly more agreeable. Yeah. I'm lucky I can get wild caught canned tuna. Oh, that's good. Yeah, just fish
cool.
and salt for ingredients. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, good.
Yeah, awesome.
$2. That's cheap. Wow. Yeah. Yes, totally middle finger. Yeah.
Oh, what can you do?
Yeah. They took down on me and think they look down on me and think I'm crap. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Says everything about them.
Yeah, like I said, Annabella, like, why care what stupid people think? Like, and unfortunately, like, even if it's family, there comes a time where you got to think, well, I don't give a shit what you think, and it's even if they're family, like, feel, sometimes there are times where you need to just say FO.
Yep.
Yeah. I tell my mum I have diabetes and I have to eat like this. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm much happier and confident. I'm kind of, well, yeah, for sure. That's good. I mean, if you are feeling good and you're obviously seeing health improvements, why would you change it just because of other people's opinions?
Yep.
I'm certainly not changing my diet just because of someone else's opinion.
No, of course not.
No. Yeah. I mean, people look at me funny all the time. Like, they'll have people come and say, "Oh, you want a beer? You want a soft drink? You want?" Like, no, I don't drink that crap. And they look at you funny. It's like, well, who cares?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
Oh, one won't hurt.
Rick gets mad when he gets hit by a low-hanging limb while riding his bike. Well, I mean, if you're 6'6", every limb on a tree is going to be low-hanging, isn't it?
That's why I come back with pruning shears.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes a chainsaw.
Oh, okay.
Because councils won't do their job.
Yeah. Off for a walk now, guys. Oh, good, Annabella. Go have a great day.
Okay, enjoy, darling.
Mate. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Yeah. Actually, we've been going for quite a while, so we're gonna head off in a few minutes. So I got to go get some stuff done today as well. Didn't realize how late it was, but there we go. Great job, Annabella. Yeah. My old dietitian got mad at me for not eating sugar with diabetes.
Seriously.
Unbelievable.
Like,
Yeah, it really is.
what is the definition of diabetes? Like, what's wrong with these people?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, seriously, these people are just. Yeah.
Mhm.
Have you ever been to a bunny island in Japan? No, I haven't. No, I haven't been there. No. I saw it on YouTube video. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, again, that was the same problem. You know, like the rabbits, they were there for pets, and then they sort of get out of control.
What if they combine Cat Island with Bunny Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might solve one problem. Solve the bunny problem. Solve the bunny problem. Yeah, for sure. But they've got lots of places like that, like Nara in like down south in part of Japan. It's full of deer, and there's like deer just roaming all over town. And it's quite popular for tourists to go there and feed the deer and so on as well. But
It's
yeah,
like
Bunny
my
Island
neighborhood.
and Cat Island,
My neighborhood with iguanas.
Mhm.
yeah,
They were everywhere.
yeah,
Yep.
Not anymore.
yeah. City should pay him, yeah, for clearing, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a job with the council, Rick.
Start pruning all
I
the
took
trees.
care of the iguana problem here.
Yeah. Well,
It was getting
they should
really bad.
definitely pay you for that. Yeah, and they should pay you per iguana. Right.
yeah.
My neighbors were going crazy with the iguanas.
Well, it freaked me out too. So.
Actually, there's a business idea for you, mate. You could like start clearing iguanas. They can pay you to eat.
I have a customer in Coral Gables that she's terrified of iguanas, and one climbed in her pool when she was swimming.
Oh,
I think she almost had a heart attack. So I go there on a regular basis with my crossbow, and I come back with a bag full of iguanas.
Nice. You want to start charging for it, mate?
Rick's iguana removal.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Kangaroos were like that when I was in Oz. Yeah, they were like squirrels all over the lawns. Yeah. Well, I mean, depends on where you are. Not so much in the suburbs, but yeah, sometimes. But here, like all day, I've got teams of kangaroos just lying around the grass, and they help keep the lawn mowed for us. So that. Just big rabbits, really. Yeah.
Kangaroo meat.
Well, I'm gonna run and watch Barb. Oh, okay, Barb's going on, so we'll close up in a couple of minutes anyway. So walking her dog, baby in the stroller. Oh my god, seriously,
baby is so gorgeous. There they go. He's gorgeous.
Well, thank you, Terry, for joining us. Really appreciate it. It's been great having everyone in the chat today, and actually fantastic to have you on, Rick. Always good to see you, mate. And always good to see you, Jeannie. Thanks for joining me.
It's
been a good morning. So I think we'll leave it there. It's been a bit over 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So been a good chat. Always good catching up with you guys. So
always enjoy it.
Really appreciate it.